Welcome to the Inland Sports Show. Your leader in sports in the Inland Empire. The Riverside. Now, here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
What is up? And a very happy Tuesday to everyone out there. Welcome to the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. I'm Pep Fernandez. That's Jeff Gorham. We're going strong every single weekday, 3 to 6 p.m. Nothing but the good stuff here in the Inland Empire. Jeff, we've got another big show. Got a little football to talk about. We'll get back to those NFL playoff games.
Playoffs.
Lots of local basketball going on.
Man, there's all kinds of... Man, everybody's playing a bunch of games this week. I looked in the paper and didn't think about it. I thought Martin Luther King Day, everybody's hanging out doing nothing, like we should have been. But there was high school basketball, high school soccer. There was all kinds of games, college games. It was all over the place.
CBU played, too.
CBU played, and sounds like they had a good game.
Well, we're going to talk a lot about these basketball games. Cal Baptist played last night. A lot of big high school games. A lot of non-league games, too, that pitting some of the best teams in the Inland Empire against one another. Jeff and I will also have our top 10 list, which they're a little bit different, right? I did a top 10. You did a top 9.
I did top 9, yeah.
Why'd you do top 9,
God,
Jeff?
I couldn't think of a 10th. I couldn't think of a 10th team.
Pick anybody.
All right, I'm going to pick Norte Vista.
Well, pick anybody else.
Yeah, I only could go 9. I don't know. I was thinking about it. I couldn't go 10. You put 10 up there. Your 10th
In fact,
one.
I had a hard time. Like, that 10th spot was a tough one.
Yeah,
there was a couple teams I wanted to pick.
Yeah, I mean, we will discuss this at more in length, but there's a few teams out in that area of the Temecula Valley region that I decided maybe, who knows, after tonight it should open itself up a little more. But I just...
You would think, right?
You would
it's
think
a very
so.
big week.
Yeah, I just don't know. So there's that 10th spot. So if you feel you are deserving, why don't you text me or go to my Twitter handle, whatever that Twitter handle is, and let me know who should be the 10th one.
So we're going to talk about these high school basketball rankings. We're going to talk about the big games that just happened last night. Also, a huge week. Some big games, including tonight. So we'll get to those high school games as well.
Oh, good one, yeah.
CBU, big win against Hawaii Pacific last night, 73-60. So that's back-to-back wins for the Lancers on their home floor in conference play. And a little bit later in the show, we're going to have the head coach at Cal Baptist, Rick Croy.
God, I can't wait to hear from him. Every time he talks, I am eager to listen. It's like
You're ready to lace up those sneakers again.
It's like going to church, man. He's that guy. You just want to listen.
Amen.
I'm telling you, he is phenomenal.
What were your sneakers of choice, Jeff, when you were playing basketball? Were you like LA Gear?
How dare you? How dare you?
Avia?
Whoa.
Puma.
You're gonna laugh at this. I always wore Nikes. I was a Nike guy. But then my senior year at Cal Baptist. And then I decided not to wear basketball shoes. I wore cross trainers because, no joke, Jim Clover at the time was telling me these basketball shoes were not really good for my ankles. So I was wearing some CrossFit type shoes that were Nikes. They were so comfortable. They were like aerobic shoes. I was jumping all over the place. And I didn't have any ankle injuries my last year.
Bo Jackson cross trainers?
I don't know what they were. They might have been some sort of a Bo Jackson CrossFit
This
thing.
would be like circa 1990.
93. But they were so comfortable. And I remember people going, why are you wearing those shoes? I'm like, man, I broke my ankle 6 times in my career. I need something that's a little better. And I remember Clover's like, those shoes are better for you. So I wore them. They were blue and they were funky looking.
Cross trainers.
Yeah, they were cross trainers. It was a little strange. Yeah, but I always wore like Air Force Ones. Those were like cool. Then I wore some other, Nikes. I was a Nike guy.
Well, we're going to talk basketball. Maybe you know what? That's a great question for Rick Croy, right?
Yeah, what shoes did he wear? And then we got to bring up he went to high school with John Ramey.
I wonder, we should ask him, do you remember about Ramey?
We're going to tell us something about Ramey.
Oh, he was that weird guy playing his guitar in the corner for tips. I don't know anything about him.
Maybe, and then we'll tell him tomorrow because John Ramey's supposed to call in tomorrow and give us his Mountain West report.
That's right. So we'll talk to Coach Croy today, ask him about Ramey, and then we'll have Ramey tomorrow. We'll ask about Coach Croy.
I love it. Love it.
See, it all works together.
Yes.
And then also the interim head coach of your UCR Highlanders, the great Justin Bell. He's going to join us a little bit later in the show. Jeff, they got to win. They play Northridge tomorrow night. They got to win.
That's a must-win. I'm sure he's going to address that as well to us. They're going through some turmoil, coaching stuff, team stuff, and we just got to see what Coach Bell's got planned for tomorrow night's game. It's a big one. Must win.
Must win.
Yes.
And the wild card in today's show is the great Nate Metters, UCLA defensive back. He's going back to Westwood for one more season with the Bruins, and head coach Chip Kelly. He's going to do the show, but guess what?
What?
He's at the dentist.
Ooh, he might not want to do the show.
Dentist is a big bummer.
Oh, especially if they go, hey, we got to fill one of these things, or we got to pull one of those
I had
things.
a double root canal.
Oh, that just sounds horrible. Horrible.
True
horrible.
story. But if there's a dentist out there who'd like to sponsor the show, we'd love to have him on.
Come on board.
We'll say, hey, man, it's awesome going to the dentist.
I will go every day, for gosh sakes. I'll be in there cleaning.
So, yeah, we're trying to get Nate Metters. It depends how hopefully it's a quick one because that means it's probably just a cleaning and you're in and out of the dentist.
Boom, boom.
But if you're there, it's like 2 hours. We're talking like double root canal, which is the worst.
Yeah, I hope I never
and
get
even
that.
intern Cullen's at the dentist today. Everyone's going to the dentist for their teeth.
I was supposed to go last week.
And you didn't?
I canceled.
Why'd you cancel?
Because I didn't want to go. My kids went, though, Saturday morning. My midget kids, my 1-year-old and 4-year-old or 5-year-old. Now he's 5 now. Yeah, he went.
Johnny, man, he's 5.
Ding-dongs.
Which you said someone hit you up and they appreciate you using the term ding-dong.
Yeah, I guess I use ding-dong quite a bit.
That guy's a ding-dong.
And I said something about a ding-dong yesterday, and they were like, man, I haven't heard that in years. I'm going to bring it back. You're bringing it back. I'm like, okay, whatever, ding-dong. Go back to teaching your class.
We've got a big show. Again, we'll also talk some NFL playoff matchups. It's all brought to you by our good friends at Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change. You'll be spoiled by great customer service. You'll be spoiled by their great prices. So hospitable. They make it easy. Get in and out in a hurry. Ken's Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire, as Ken's Sporting Goods supplies all of your sporting gear needs and your Letterman's jackets. If you're a big-time star like Jeff, you got lots of patches. You got to put those patches on a Letterman's jacket, right?
You're darn right, man.
Hurry over to Ken's right now. Boost performance training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass, the new overtime program for those younger athletes going into the high school level. Be sure to follow them on Instagram and Twitter. Stay up to date on the very latest at Boost Performance Training in Corona. And Catalano Motors off Temescal Canyon Road, also in Corona. You can buy, trade, and finance. You can go to the website as well. CatalanoCars.com is the website. And again, car shopping is sometimes uncomfortable, but not at Catalano Motors. They'll make it so easy and smooth, and they'll get you behind the wheel of that sweet new ride, Jeff. Even you.
Yes, minivan. I can't wait. I want the creeper van, though, still. I told you. No windows, van conversion.
There goes Jeff.
And I want a big thing that says free candy to everybody that walks by. I'll be the creepy guy.
There's Jeff and his lazy eye. Jeff was talking about, he's like, do I get a lazy eye?
I do. I said, and then.
What do you do when you retire?
Yeah, I'm going to drive around and offer candy to people. And then I'm going to pull them in my van, and then we're going to go watch movies together because I like to go to the movies, and I don't like going alone. So we're going to drive and say, I'm kidnapping you to go watch a movie with me.
Have you ever gone to the movies alone?
I go to the movies alone all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm a sad...
I've never. Has anyone else in this room gone to the movies by themselves?
Of course they have.
When I see Star Wars, I've seen...
You've
So
never,
I'm the only guy that
you've
hasn't?
never gone to the movies by yourself?
No.
I go all the time. Does that make me sad?
Yeah, really sad.
But I have this pass. I've showed you this, right? I can get into the movies
Whenever you want.
whenever I want for free.
It's like a CIF golden ticket
It
pass.
really is. Hold on. Let me show it to you. Look at this thing. Look at that. Bam. It gets me in the movies.
It doesn't even look real, though.
It is. Look.
It
Gets me in the movies every single day of my life for free. I paid one time, and there you go. Movies. It's called the Movie Pass. Look it up.
It doesn't
Look it
sound
up.
legit.
It is legit. Look it up. Movie Pass. I get into the movies for free once a day for 365 days.
Well, if you'd like to sponsor here on the Inland Sports Show as well, you can hit us up with an email, inlandsportshow@gmail.com. That's inlandsportshow@gmail.com. If you're a local business, like-minded, you care about the IE, you love it just like us, hit us up. We'd love to hear from you. When we come back, we'll talk high school basketball. Again, CBU hoops, UCR hoops a little bit later in the show, and NFL playoff action. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tweet out a picture. We're going to talk about this, so don't get too deep into it.
All right.
I'm going to tweet out a picture of your son Johnny's birthday invitation for Super Bowl Sunday. I'm going to tweet it out, and let's see what kind of response we get on Twitter because we want to hear from the people out there of the IE.
Yeah, they're going to say divorce Carla Smedberg.
Jeff's son Johnny has his birthday party on Super Bowl Sunday. Is that okay, or is that a big no-no? We want to hear from you. I'm going to tweet that out at Inland_sports. and you can be the judge. And we got to hurry and take a break because when we come back, I think we're going to have Natalie, the copy girl.
She's trying to call in.
She's still trying to sell us a copier and printer.
She's either going to get I'm either going to buy a copier or we might get a date for her. We might get Cullen to go out with her.
We're going to work on it.
I am. I'm going to get him a date. Watch.
So we'll see. She's already called once today trying to sell us a copier. We said we're a little bit busy, but she's very persistent. I got a feeling she's going to call back.
I can't
wait. And she's real. It's not. We haven't made this up. She's legit.
I can't wait.
We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Mr. Madison,
we focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cahelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help you help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything. Brought to you by Understood.org and the Ad Council.
1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts!
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Corum.
Tommy!
Hey, Richard, I'm just making some copies.
The Tomster! Tom Man! Tom Tom!
How you doing, Richard?
The Tomster, making copies! Mr. Tom! Tommy!
Yeah, see ya.
Tom!
Do you want to play it out one more time? There's another guy walking to the copier.
I love it, yeah.
Billy! The Billster! Bill Man! Billy Bill Bill!
The name is Randy.
Randy! The Ranster! Only one copy for the Rand Man! Randy!
Well, we're hoping.
Gosh, I'm hoping.
So Natalie, the copy girl from, I don't even know what company she's calling from, and people were saying, is Natalie the copy girl real? Yes, it's not some character, it's not someone in our studio.
She called right before the show. We had a nice little talk with her.
Well, she called last week, and it went so well. She's like, can I call you guys back? We're like, sure. And sure enough, before we came on the air, we're like, we're a little busy right now, but if you call back wanting to sell some copiers or printers, we'll talk to you. So maybe we can ask her about the SNL skit with Rob Schneider about making copies.
Making copies.
Natalie.
I can't wait. Seriously, I have a fun time talking to her. She's so nice.
She likes LeBron. James.
I got a couple questions for her. I got a couple questions about some printers. I've been looking into it.
Have you?
Yes, of course I have.
Yeah, you should ask her. You should put her on the spot, because if she's the copier and printer expert, she should know, right?
I am a deranged mind, and I have things I like to copy, and I've got questions, many questions.
All right, so if Natalie, the copier printer sales
We're going straight to her.
Calls back, yeah, we'll have to stop what we're doing, dead in our tracks.
I don't care who's on the line.
Talk copiers and printers.
Yes, exactly.
Right now, we want to talk a little high school basketball, because now we're in the thick of league play. And there's been some big games already, but some really big games now on the horizon. I mean, they're looming out there. But one game real quick from last night. Notre Dame beat Aquinas 92-49. And that was for first place in the Ambassador League. Both those schools were 5-0 going into that contest last night. And Jeff, I know you'll understand this. You'll appreciate this as well. that when those small private schools, that when the parochial schools play each other,
they try to kill each other.
Oh my gosh, it's so rowdy and loud, and they've got those nice small cozy gyms where the fans are like right on top of you.
Dude, it's terrible.
Oh man, but it makes for a great basketball. It feels like a college basketball environment.
Yeah, but they want to kill each other. It's like the Crusades. I'm telling you.
Gosh.
They beat some of those scores are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they'll beat you as bad as they possibly can. And then they'll step on your neck, and then they'll chop your head off.
Well, Aquinas has a good team, but Notre Dame is just that good this year. They've got a really good team. Well, we saw them last year. They were to the state semis.
They're darn good, those guys over there at Notre Dame, over in the corner of wherever they are. Brockton and Arlington.
Arlington, near the corner, yep.
Yeah.
So, last night, Aquinas football star Brandon Rankins.
What did you wait? What did you just call him?
Oh, Saint.
Thank
Brandon
you.
Rankins.
Come on, man. Don't just besmirch the name of the great Saint Brandon Rankins.
Not me to besmirch Saint Brandon Rankins, but he was at the game last night in the crowd. He's not a basketball player, but big time football star. Again, the king in San Bernardino County when it comes to rushing yards.
Yes,
he will sign a big Division I scholarship very soon. But last night he spent his night in the stands at the Aquinas Notre Dame basketball game. And you know what he brought with him?
A scepter.
The Holy Shield. The Holy Shield from football. So he was like standing like Captain America with the shield. He was? The Holy Shield, man.
So did they take it from him afterwards?
No.
Why wouldn't they?
It's for football. It's the football.
I don't care. Notre Dame went in and took care of business.
It is.
They should have just said, give me that thing, St. Brandon Rankins.
It's the basketball version of the Holy War. And he had the Holy Shield.
Well, what do they give away for that? A basketball.
I don't know.
Socks.
But
old socks.
It was pretty funny. Because the guys are running out from Notre Dame during the intros, and there's Brandon Rankins standing up with the shield.
No pictures?
Oh. There's video.
Okay, well, I would like to see video of it.
I'll get you some video. Yeah, there is video of that. So, but a big win for Notre Dame last night. And Jeff and I both have Notre Dame in our top 10, correct?
I do.
You have Notre Dame in your top 10.
I have them in my top 9. Because I only have 9 teams.
You got to pick a 10th team. I'm putting you on the spot right now. You got to pick a number 10.
Colton.
The
Yellow Jackets.
There it is. It was already decided. Thank you.
I've seen the Yellow Jackets, and yes, they are 10th.
All right, so here we go. Look, I'm typing it down, so now it's official. All right, let's go 10 to 1. Let's go backwards, okay?
Okay, me first?
Okay, you first. We know who you got.
Okay, Colton.
Jeff's got Colton. I went with Marietta Mesa. At number 9, who do you have?
I have Hillcrest.
I also have Hillcrest. Did you change your list at all? You said you were changing your list.
Don't worry about what I did.
Okay, we both have Hillcrest at number 9, the King of the Hill tournament champions. Probably going to win the River Valley League, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Los Sierras won 5 River Valley League titles in a row, but it looks like Hillcrest, this is going to be their year. Okay, so they're number 8. I'm sorry, number 9. Who's number 8?
Notre Dame.
Oh, so you did call an audible. You changed it up.
I did.
The original list.
I did.
I've got the Rancho Verde High School.
Okay, well, I have Rancho Verde at 7.
And I have Notre Dame at 7. So we're very similar.
Very close. Okay. At 6, I have Riverside Poly.
Guess who I got?
Riverside Poly.
I got JW North.
Oh, you do?
Guess who JW North's playing tonight?
Tonight they're playing Poly.
Oh!
At Poly!
You got it right. Me or you. Poly.
Yeah.
North going head-to-head.
Okay,
In fact, real quick, I saw Tobin Kund and Bud Burney, Riverside Poly basketball standouts.
Yes.
Yesterday at the soccer game.
Yes.
And they said, get ready. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a game. And they said, anytime North and Poly get together, you know this, it's a huge rivalry game. Even Jim Vaughn, the athletic director at Riverside Poly, said, listen, let me know if you're coming to the game because it's going to be packed. It's going to be loud. It's going to be standing room only. And I'm like, well, I only need a little spot to shoot video from.
You're a little guy anyways.
But that's how packed it's going to be. Even a little guy like me, they're going to have to squeeze me in to the Riverside Poly gym.
Dude, just tell them your name is Pep, and they're going to think you're Culpepper. And you can go sit right next to Pep, and it'll be Pep.
Leon Culpepper.
It'll be Leon Culpepper and Pep Fernandez.
He actually might be doing the game.
I know he will be, and you just go sit right next to him. You can go Pep and Pep.
All right, so that
Pep squared.
Was that 6?
Oh, yes.
Okay, 6. So I had North at 6, and you had
Poly.
Okay, so who do you have at 5?
I have Cajon.
I've got Poly.
Okay, all right, that's pretty close. Pretty close.
Okay, who do you have at 4?
Centennial High School.
I have Cajon.
Okay.
At number 3?
Roosevelt. Even though they Centennial beat Roosevelt, I still think Roosevelt is still better than them.
I got Roosevelt at 3.
Okay. All right. That's
all right. Number 2.
North High School, 13-1, buddy.
What do you know about? Listen, don't get me wrong.
88 points a game is enough said, my friend.
3rd in Chicago, always really good at basketball.
88 points a game.
But you have them ahead of Centennial and Roosevelt.
They're 13-1 until they lose, which could happen this week. And
They're
then
playing
again,
tonight against Poly.
And then again, it might not. So if they win, I look like a hero.
If they win tonight, you're going to look like a genius.
I am a genius, but I'm just that will just solidify my geniusness.
It will be a battle for Middle Earth tonight, Poly and JW North. So you have North at 2. I have Centennial at 2. I put Centennial ahead of Roosevelt simply for the fact that they beat them head-to-head. I mean, you can't argue against that. They beat them head-to-head. I know you made a case that Roosevelt was up, double digits late in the game, and Centennial came back.
And then they laid an egg. But, yes.
But they beat them head-to-head. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, they beat them 1 time out of 6. 1 out of 6.
That was last year, Jeff. That was so
That was last year?
That was so last year. When you went 0-5 against them, that was so last year.
That was so last year. But, yeah, I have to go with Roosevelt.
And number 1.
Oh, we have the same one.
We have the same number 1. Who is it, Jeff?
It's from whatever league that is, Rancho Christian.
You know what league it is.
I don't know the name
part of that
it.
league.
I was for a short time, but I never knew the name of the league.
Is it South Valley?
I don't know what it is, Pep. It's CMI. It's Santa Rosa. It's
Calvary Murrieta.
No,
is it Carnegie?
Carnegie will be in there next year.
Okay.
Temecula Prep. And Rancho Christian, who should just be playing in a individual. They should be playing independent or something.
How good is Rancho Christian? Well, they beat Centennial last night.
Yeah, and it didn't sound like it was that close.
72-65. So that's how good Rancho Christian is, picking up a big win against a team from the Big 8, a team I have number 2 in the rankings right now.
Yeah, they have the Mobleys, or the Mobleys or the Mobleys. I heard somebody say Mobley. I prefer to say I prefer the term Mobleys because this sounds better. Mobleys.
It's got to be Mobley.
Those Mobley brothers are really good. But then you had that point guard, Isaiah Knox, or I think he's a guard of some sort. He went off last night. And they always don't talk about those guys. They got a whole bunch of dudes.
Well, Rancho Christian's on that watch list for the CIF Southern section.
There's nothing to watch. They're not going to lose.
They're in a smaller division.
They're playing against.
I mean, they're getting higher because now it's based on competitive equity. But they play in a league that, off the top of our head, we couldn't even come up with.
No.
But they're that good. So in terms of playoffs for CIF Southern Section playoffs, they will likely be open division, which is crazy because you think of all the good high school basketball teams in the Inland Empire: North, Roosevelt, Centennial, Poly, Notre Dame. Little Rancho Christian is the best right now.
Yes, and Little Rancho Christian is playing Santa Rosa tonight.
Uh-oh.
I just got a text from their head coach.
At Santa Rosa?
Yes.
Are they fired up about it?
They're fired up. They're ranked 883rd in the state of California.
Santa Rosa is?
Yes. And guess what?
Wait, let me guess. Is this according to Max Preps?
Yes.
I'm going to say...
Don't you cheat. You have a computer.
No. I'm not looking. I'm going to say Rancho Christian is ranked...
I just gave you.
It's going to be in the teens. I'm going to say... I'm going to say 14.
Dude, they're ranked 4th.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes. You know what their national rank is?
Hold on.
Holy cow, their national rank.
Okay, national. This is Max Preps, which is, take it with a grain of salt because
I don't care. When this national rank, you look at it, you go, holy cow.
It's all based on computers. Now, it's not. It's not the Inland Sports computer, which is completely 100% reliable.
No.
All the day, all the time.
Just guess their national rank.
Rancho Christian's national ranking in boys basketball, according to Max Preps. I'm going to guess without looking at it.
There's no way in heck you guess this one.
I'll say 20.
Oh, you were so close.
What?
They're under 20. They're 18th in the nation.
18th in the nation?
18th in the nation. And Santa Rosa's 12,066. So you got the 18th ranked team playing the 12,000 team. That's a mixed match of a league right there.
When you say that, I picture, because we when we do the video stuff, we build graphics and we put like number 18 Rancho Christian, number 12,876.
Yeah, I just got the text from the head coach. He says it's going to be a barn burner. He's ready. It's going to be a fun night. He said we're going to kill him.
Santa Rosa?
That's what he just said. Gabe Flores, we're going to kill him.
Oh, man.
That's.
Be careful what you wish for,
Man,
right?
don't say that out loud. I don't know if he didn't say that. I don't want.
Now he's going to be texting
I don't want
Why
Bearfield,
did you say that?
I don't want Bearfield going, hey, you know what? You said you were going to kill us tonight. We're going to hold you scoreless.
We're going to put 200 on
We're going to put 200 points. We're going to break the world record on you.
What's the world record?
Is 487 points in 32 minutes. That would not be fun. But no, my man over at Gabe Flores, I got to give him all the love in the world over at Santa Rosa. I hope those guys do well, but tough league.
So if Rancho Christian is number 4 in the state, according to Max Preps.
Yes.
And number 18 in the nation?
Country. They're open watch. They're in. Pencil them in.
That's nuts.
Yes, and they're in the smallest league in Riverside County. Think about it. Name a smaller league. There isn't one. There is not a smaller league, and they are the.
I can't come up with
They are
one.
the 18th best team in the country, according to Max Preps.
What's that league? When we say Riverside County, we're not going out. I mean, I guess even like technically Brawley and all them would be bigger, right?
Yes. You have teams like Hamilton out there and Anza.
Yeah.
Anza Borrego. They're still bigger than any school in that league. There's like 12 people that go to those schools.
What's the school population at Rancho Christian?
9.
Look that up.
It's like 9. 9 people go to school there, and they all play basketball and football.
And they won a football state championship, not this past season,
With
but the
9
season
guys.
before.
With 9 guys. No, I'm guess there's probably a couple hundred in high school. I mean, there's not more than that. It's a K through 12, so if you're counting like the little kids, maybe 300, 400, maybe a
And
little
they got
more.
a good thing going on.
Yeah, they do. Gosh, I want to still play for those guys. Bearfield, his son's a great player at Utah.
Yeah, former Centennial guard, now
Yeah.
at the University of Utah, the Ute, Cedric Bearfield. So good basketball family, and obviously something going very well at Rancho Christian. And they went head-to-head against Centennial, so I love that. Bearfield going against the team that his son used to play for, and arguably the top 2 teams in the entire Inland Empire, Centennial and Rancho Christian going head-to-head, and Rancho Christian winning that showdown.
Yeah, beating your son's coach, who you really liked. Giles is probably upset. He's like, come on, guys. We can't lose to these guys. We got 9 people in their own entire school.
I'll say this, because I've seen Cajon. Watch out for Cajon.
Cajon always has the best athletes.
They do.
Always. They always. You run. Anytime we'd play him, I'm like, Randy Murray, try not to beat me by 60 or
That's
70.
your boy, Randy Murray.
Yeah, try not to beat me, but see.
I know he and his staff listen to the show, so he might be listening right now.
He's going, man, Gorham, you used to beat me like a stepchild when we were kids. And that, I did. I was way better than him. But he's way better. He used to murder me as a coach. Just kill me. And then afterwards, he's like, hey, that was a great game, Coach Gorham. Good job, buddy. And I'm like, slap you around, Randy Murray. You just beat me by 60, you jerk. No, I love Randy, even though he's got a great team.
He does have a great team, and we haven't even seen the best. The best is still yet to come because they have not been healthy because of the deep playoff run for the football team all the way to state title game. They're waiting for Jeremiah Martin and Darren Jones, and they're both big-time basketball players. So now they're back on the floor. They're trying to get healthy. Once they get everybody together, once they get the band back together, they're going to be real. I saw them last week in Citrus Valley. They're
what
really
division
good.
are they?
I think they're 2AA, I want to say.
That's a tough division, but
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't just win out, then they might be on the open watch list.
They might.
Yeah, I mean they are that talented.
They kind of had a slow start again because not completely healthy. They were missing the football guys. They played some other really good teams. So if you look at their record, you're like, okay, they got a good record, but it's not like they're 20-0 or something like that.
No.
But the best is yet to come. Like they're now getting to full strength. They're gonna be really good. If they don't just waltz to the CBL title, I'll be surprised. They might even go undefeated in the CBL.
Yeah, if they don't, then we're gonna have to find Randy Murray and blame him. No, I love Randy. I'm giving him a hard time.
He's a good guy. And again, when I was out there last week when they played Citrus Valley, he's like, "Hey, I heard that you guys were talking about Cajon basketball on the show. We appreciate it." I was like, "Hey, man, we got some inland sports fans up there at Cajon High School."
Heck, if you're good, we're gonna talk about you.
He's got a really good team. In fact, they've got Rev on Friday. That could be the game. Redlands actually doesn't have a bad team, but Rev might be the other serious challenger to the Cowboys.
So we will see.
And Jeremiah Martin, where's he going to end up for football? Signing day's coming. Alabama, Michigan, USC. Where's Jeremiah Martin going to go? All he's worried about right now is throwing down dunks.
Yes.
But he's got to figure out his football future, too.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys that I thought he was going to be a great Division I basketball player. I didn't even know he was a football player. And he's one of those guys that could probably play Division I in basketball and football wherever he went. But, I mean, look at it. The guy has a shot to probably be an NFL guy. I mean, there's one of those guys you look at, he's just that special. Maybe he's going to get that meanness in college. It'll just propel him to be one of those great ones in the NFL someday, which would be cool.
Oh, he's big time on the gridiron. He's big time on the basketball court as well. But signing day's coming up in a couple weeks, first week of February. So we'll see what Jeremiah Martin's going to do. We'll talk more about signing day and college football and Nate Metters a little bit later in the show as well. But again, we tweeted out the birthday invitation for Jeff's son, Johnny. Right now, it's on Twitter. Go find it because we want to hear from you guys. Just take a look at it and tell me what you think.
What is wrong with Jeff?
Yeah,
what is wrong with Jeff and his wife planning the birthday on Super Bowl Sunday?
It's insane. I've heard a lot of crazy things
during the Super Bowl. Actually,
they can't move it up a week.
No.
I mean, the invitations are out, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you call Roger Goodell and be like, dude, I totally made a bad one. Can you push
the
back the Super Bowl 1 week? It's Johnny's birthday.
Oh, gosh. You know, my wife feels so bad.
Does she?
And she really should, but I mean, Carla Smedberg, I'm sorry.
All right, we're going to talk about Super Bowl Sunday and birthdays with Jeff Gorham when we come back.
Nice.
It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
Double T? What's with the finger? What's that?
How you guys doing? Coach Ray here from Boost Training. We're here today at the Boost Performance Center with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today's Boost Training tip, we're going to get football specific with the 40-yard dash stance. Come check it out. Okay, so first things first, we're going to establish Andrew's footing. All right, now, he has his left foot up in his 40 stance, so what we're going to do is he's going to take his left foot, his left toe, and he's going to bring it back to his right heel. All right, now he's going to take his right toe and bring it to his left heel. All right, next he's going to take that right foot, he's going to bring it about hip width. Now, depending on if you're a skill player, receiver, DB, or if you're a lineman, a bigger guy like Andrew is here, you may want to go a little bit wider, all right, because they usually have bigger thighs here. So he's going to go a little bit wider hip width. Now he's going to take that right toe, he's going to move it back about 4 to 6 inches. Perfect, perfect. Okay, now he's going to take his right hand, he's going to place it right behind the line. He's going to take his left hand and place it right above the line. All right, now he's going to dig his feet in, get his footing. We want to really load the hips, knees, and ankles here. And what we're looking for is a deep bend in the ankles and a nice angle with the shins here. We want to try to keep that shin nice, almost parallel to the floor. So what's going to happen, he's going to keep his nose to his knee. He's going to stay nice and low. When I say set, Andrew's going to bring that left arm higher than his hip. He's going to slightly elevate his hips higher than his knees. Now, you never want to hold your 40 stance any longer than about 3 seconds. So it's going to be very quick, all right? Here we go. Set. Go. There you have it, 40-yard dash stance.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
United Way in the Ad Council.
When I close my eyes, I see this thing. It's like this big sign. And the name is in like bright blue neon lights with like purple outline. And this name is just so bright and so sharp that the sign, it just blows up because the name is just so powerful.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Go, 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 go. Because we're talking birthdays.
It's your birthday.
We're talking about Johnny's birthday.
Yeah!
5-year-old birthday.
Woo! Yeah, can't wait for that day. The 4th. Is it the 4th? I think it's the 4th.
It's the 4th. February.
Woo! February 4th.
What'd I do with it? I had it right here. I took the picture of it. You take
No,
it
I
back?
took it back.
Can I hold it up
Yeah, you
for
can.
our online audience right now?
Yes, you
Watch on
can.
the Sports channel.
There it is.
Hit that subscribe button for us on YouTube.
It's a Spider-Man party.
So here's the deal. We love football on the Inland Sports Show, right? Am I right? We all love
football.
Right? So we've got the conference championship games coming up, right?
That's right.
In the NFC, we're going to have the Vikings at the Eagles. And then over in the AFC, we got the Jaguars. At the Patriots, right? And the winners will go to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So it hasn't changed. You play the conference championship games, and then they try to sneak in the Pro Bowl on us, and then they play the Super Bowl. So from the conference championship game, it's 2 Sundays until the Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
It's kind of like clockwork. Like the sun rising in the east. You can expect it. Then I get this.
Look at this right there.
The ultimate party. I'm going to hold it up for this. It says ultimate party. Like, it doesn't get any bigger than this. The ultimate party.
Why didn't you have it on a Saturday is what I want to know.
Spider-Man theme.
That's a great song.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
There it is.
Does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size. Can't you see? Justify, so look out. Here comes the Spider-Man.
Is he strong?
So
he's got radioactive blood.
Oh, you know the whole song?
Yeah,
that's in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Did you pick the Spider-Man party for Johnny, or did he?
No, you know, last year it was a Star Wars party.
Okay.
This year he's very into the Marvel characters, and he thinks he's Peter Parker. So he walks around with a hood on his head, like a sweatshirt with a hood. Walks around and acts like he's Peter Parker. He wears a book bag around the house. Yes, he's a nerd. He's fine.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he does so.
No, that's awesome. I love it. I dig that.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so I got the Spider-Man birthday invitation for little Johnny Gorham.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's the ultimate party. It says it right here on the invitation. Ultimate party.
He's going to be the only kid there.
Johnny might be the only kid at his party. You might have
just
zero
his brothers. Just his 2 brothers will be
his
there.
Brothers are going to be gone.
There's going to be, it's going to be sadness at my house. I bought all this food. I'm going to be barbecuing for nobody.
So I'm warning you right now. You might have 0 people at Johnny's party because you and your wife scheduled Johnny's birthday party on Super Bowl Sunday.
You said me, my wife, and I. No.
It's a team.
This would be Carla. Smedberg did this on her own. Smedberg did this on her own.
With the NFL ratings, there might be some people.
There could be.
Yeah. Maybe they're going to boycott the Super Bowl. They're going to come to your party instead.
As well they should. I'm going to have a jumper. The pool's going to be heated. I'm going to have good food, good beverages. It's going to be a fantastic time for little Johnny. I'm going to jump around. I might even dress up like Spider-Man. A little overweight, older Spider-Man. Because, you know, Peter Parker ages. It's not like he's a Superman where he doesn't age.
That's a very tall
Spider-Man really let himself go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, man. I bet you I would look good in a Spider-Man costume. I would.
We do have a little bit of feedback that we'd like to pass along to the people out there in the Inland Empire. Our good friend, Vinny Fazio, right?
Yes.
Local football coach.
He probably said, great job. Way to have that party on Super Bowl.
You know, he pretty much summed it up in one word. Yikes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, baby. Yikes. It's awesome.
Because Coach Fazio's a dad now.
He
got Luca. You should invite Coach Fazio.
Have you seen his son? His son looks exactly like Luke.
Yeah.
Luca.
They could be brothers.
They could be brothers. They both have.
He should be at the party.
Yes, he should.
Solve the mystery.
No, because there's no Fazio doesn't have that hair. I don't have that hair. It's whomever is wandering around.
Third party.
A third party. If somebody's our kid's dad, I'm concerned because they look like brothers. They really, really do.
Well, they look like brothers. They should be. He should be at the party. Can you get an invitation?
Fazio, I'm sending out the
ultimate party invitation.
Me, you, and I, and Pep are going to be standing there all angry.
Whoa.
You're there, Pep.
I got girls.
You said, it doesn't matter.
Girls.
You said, what did you say yesterday?
We're like family.
There you go. That was it. That was your opening.
But family should understand.
Gary bought a plate for you.
Yeah. Hey, we've got gluten-free sandwiches for you.
So that was Coach Fazio. We also have Coach Pfeiffer, who I know. You know Lance Pfeiffer,
Yeah, good friend of mine.
He says his birthday is on Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, good for him.
He says, laugh out loud. No, just kidding. No party.
Oh.
Yeah, see, even if, okay, let's just say for a second, because February 4th, the Super Bowl, is not Johnny's actual birthday, right?
No.
So you could have picked 364 other days to have his party.
We could have just picked Saturday. I mean, just think of the day before.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what was happening. My wife, maybe she subconsciously hates football or something. I don't know.
But when you said yesterday, and I totally get this, that your wife says something, you go, yeah, and then later they're like, hey, by the way, this Sunday's the Super Bowl party or Johnny's party.
This is what it sounded like when she told me. You guys want to hear what it sounded like? It sounded just like this. That's exactly what I heard when she told me the birthday was that day. Which really bums me out.
I do the same thing. I'll say, yep, and then my wife will say, you know we're going to such and such tomorrow, right? I'm like, you did? You told me that? We're doing that?
All the time. Except for when she smiles at me because she's cute. If she wasn't cute, man, I tell you what, it would just be all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
You found Jeff?
Press play.
All right.
Okay, we got another.
Back with you on WPIG Maximum Grunt. All right, our special guests right now, Wayne Campbell, Garth Elgar, Wayne's World. All right, talking about Wayne Stock. Very exciting, big event. Everybody's excited, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a big concert at Adlai Stevenson Park. It's just going to be a big party, you know. We got some great bands coming.
Like Aerosmith?
I just want to remind everybody that there's still plenty of tickets left.
But that's no reason to wait till the last minute.
Because it's just a chance for the city of Aurora
to do something
fun and to put the city on the map.
It's a lot of work.
Oh, well,
work is hard.
I'm telling you.
You're not really listening to me, are you?
Aerosmith
I mean, I could say anything right now, like, you're a complete tool.
But you wouldn't hear it, 'cause you're a freak with a microphone.
It's not even challenging anymore. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Isn't that true, Sphincter Boy?
That is Jeff.
Yeah, that's me. Listen, yeah, my wife, though, she feels so bad. People at school today were like, are you really having a birthday party on Super Bowl Sunday?
It's getting around town.
Yeah, are you sure about that? Yeah, she feels bad, so I won't make her feel too bad. I'm going to show up to the party for a little while at least.
You know,
Yeah, the local bar. Yeah, very nice. I got to go across town to go watch it.
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happened to me once before. It brings up bad emotions.
Well,
It bubbles up inside me. It makes me really angry.
It's all right. We've already gone around you, and Tara knows, and Tara will be there with the girls, and you'll be there with me.
That laugh was perfectly on. All right, when we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM, we will talk about those NFL Conference Championship games because two of these teams,
you're darn right,
will be playing on Super Bowl Sunday. I'm going to watch them.
You are?
I'm going to turn them on TV and I'm going to watch them because I don't know if I'll be partying it up, Spider-Man style.
Dude, there's some good ones though. Case Keenum, Nick Foles matchup, ex-Rams.
Could happen. It could happen.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
All right, we'll talk NFL when we come back. We'll also talk college football, and then later in the show, Justin Bell, the head basketball coach at UC Riverside, and also Rick Croy, the head basketball coach at Cal Baptist University. Big show. Welcome back. We'll be right after this break. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Beetle drink? Beetle,
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the Crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Oh, we got a problem here? We got a problem here?
Now back to the Inland Sports Show. Here's Pep and Jeff.
Welcome back to the one and only. It's the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We're brought to you by Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change, Kin Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and Catalano Motors in Corona. A quick intern Cullen update. He's en route to the station. He had some dental work today, and I said, cavity, question mark.
Did he answer?
He sure did.
What did he have?
He says, yup. Too much Gatorade during my high school athlete days, catching up with my dental welfare.
But he wasn't an athlete.
Played football.
He played at Carnegie, didn't he?
That's a football team. That's your boy McMains.
Yeah, but yeah.
Drink a lot of Gatorade.
Yeah, Gatorade. He had a cavity?
I guess. He said yes.
Oh, maybe we'll get him in here talking drooling, and maybe he'll be all drugged up.
Yeah, he might be all numb.
That'd be great.
Yeah, so he might be on his way in.
It'd be the closest thing we'll ever see him being crazy.
So let's talk a little NFL and playoffs. Again, we'll talk about these matchups as we lead into the conference championship games this weekend. So for Christmas, my in-laws got me what it's called Alexa. You guys know that thing where you just ask it questions.
You have one of those things?
Yeah, my in-laws. I don't know how to really use it.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah. So this morning I got up and my kids always used to say, hey, Alexa, how cold is it today? Alexa, will it rain today? Like those kind of things. So I got up this morning and first, I started off with some Star Wars questions. I said, Alexa, who is Luke Skywalker's father? She got it right. Luke Skywalker's father is Anakin Skywalker, also known as Darth Vader. I said, okay, Alexa, who are Rey's parents from Star Wars?
Oh.
Now it starts getting serious.
Did they answer? Did she answer?
She said, she basically said, we aren't sure who's Rey's parents are right now. And I thought, okay, well, I thought we had it answered in Star Wars.
Yes.
Without giving away spoilers.
Maybe not. Maybe Alexa knows something.
Alexa doesn't know.
Hey, do you know what you can do with Alexa? My parents have Alexa.
Do they like it?
No, they
I don't know how to really use it.
Well, see, my parents are older people, so
you
then
can play music and do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you say, hey, Alexa, play some Funky Cold Medina, and they'll play some Funky Cold Medina. No, but my parents heard that there was a virus going around. They can hack your computer. But, my parents are older people, so anytime they hear anything on the program, as my parents would like, on the program, on the news, they say, oh, we had to unhook it because I don't want anybody
sneaking in on Alexa.
Sneaking in on Alexa. But when it was hooked up last week, Connor was over there, and he said, play Fox Sports 1350. And
it did?
Played it. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so tomorrow when you're getting dressed.
Asking Alexa.
You
didn't have to ask Alexa. I got you. Funky Cold Medina, right?
There you go. I love Funky Cold Medina. That's one of my favorites.
Who needs Alexa when you got Greg, right?
I'm telling you. But yeah, hey, Alexa. Greg.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have more Alexa in NFL.
You do?
So let's go right now to the spoiled quick quality oil change. We'll call it a celebrity hotline. I think it's Natalie. Let's find out. Welcome to the Inland Sports Show. Who's this?
Hi, this is Natalie. You're so hyper.
Natalie! Wow! I'm so happy.
Oh my God, guys! Did I catch it in an okay time?
Oh, this is a wonderful.
This is perfect. The whole world is listening to you, and I am so happy you called.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't think this is a good time.
This is perfect time.
We're live on the air because I think a lot of our listeners would probably be very curious about it.
Are you serious?
Yes, you are
very serious. We weren't joking last week. Like,
you guys are kidding me.
No,
this is a real show. Fox Sports Radio. Have you heard of Fox Sports Radio?
Yeah, I actually check out your your Twitter account.
Yeah.
I check it out.
You did?
It's a real thing.
Yeah, I did check it out. You have like thousands of followers,
That's right.
Yes,
we're very important and popular.
You know, I would really hope that you would friend us on there because, honest to goodness, you've been the talk of the town.
Everyone wants to know more about Natalie.
But you're serious. Everybody can hear me.
Yes. Everybody heard you last week. You were.
Yeah, in fact, they asked us, was she fake? Like, did you have somebody call in as Natalie? And we're like, no, she's real.
Whoa, really?
No, and Natalie, I have questions for you. I have many questions about copiers, printers, fax machines.
I'll be glad to answer that.
First of all, do you have, what are they called? Do you have a 3D printer?
What? Sorry, the line's kind of static.
Okay.
It's kind of robotic, too.
Okay, so do you have the 3D printers?
No, we don't.
You don't? Because my whole goal was to get, I was going to use a 3D printer and I was going to get a Barbie doll and I was going to put the Barbie doll in the 3D printer and make it life-size because my favorite movie when I was a kid was this movie called Weird Science. And you take all of the best parts of these beautiful women and you put them into the computer and then it would 3D image and come up with this beautiful woman that because I'm a lonely man. I go home,
is it possible?
In my fantasy, it is. In the movie, it was great. So I was hoping.
Well, what is the movie's name? Weird Science?
Weird Science. Yes.
Like an 80s movie.
Oh, it was so good. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because I'm lonely. I go home at night and I have, I just live by myself. I'm sad most of the time.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not as attractive as I once was. And so, I was just hoping you had 3D printers. No, what other kind of printers do you have?
Well, we have multifunction copiers. We have we have different types of machines here. We do copy, print, and scan, like all-in-one printer or machine. That's what we do A3 or A4 sizes, but we don't do 3D prints. That's impossible.
Can you print poster size? Like, I want an 8 foot by 10 foot posters. I need the biggest printer you possibly have.
Well, we have production printer. Yeah, we can print that large.
Now, how big was that?
Not just pretty, okay?
How big?
Whatever you need, Jeff.
Yeah, we have 12 by 19. We have 11 by 17. Legal size. Yeah, legal. We have letter paper size and legal paper size.
Now, I would be, like I said, I would probably make 5,000 copies a day.
Are you serious with that? 5,000
I'm very serious. 5,000 a day.
You're going to make big commission on Jeff.
You're kidding me, aren't you?
No, I'm serious. I like, seriously.
How come?
Because
how come it's possible? Because most of the customers that I spoke with, they do like 10,000 copies, but that's in a month, not a day.
A day. Because I believe in global warming, and I want to chop down as many trees as I can. Because really, it's all about the environment, and I want to make sure that I want to make sure people have jobs.
Yeah, my dad worked in a lumber mill. It's very important.
Pep's father works in a lumber mill, so we would really like to make sure that he has a job. So 5,000 copies a day would be perfect.
5,000. Is it 5,000 copies in a day with just machine or a couple of machines?
Whatever you can get me. I have money
so you mean
to
to say
burn.
that it's not? Oh, so it's not just 5,000 copies if you're using several of it, right?
I will do anything I can to get those 5,000 copies and keep the paper mills open.
But keep in mind, I'm speaking with Jeff, right?
Yes.
That's Jeff.
Okay. Yeah, but keep in mind that we need to consider things too, like are you using color or just black and white without 5,000 copies?
I want full color because I want to also. I know they use ink. I think they don't they squeeze the ink out of squids.
Yeah, it's actually toner. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to kill as many octopus in the ocean as I possibly can too. So I would like to go full color ink. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, full color ink. So you're not using black and white.
No, I'm going to squeeze as many squids as I possibly can.
Oh. That sounds a lot. 5,000 for just color. I see. Do you need a multi-function function machine, like just copy, print, and scan, or everything that comes with finisher, like stapling, hole punching?
Yeah, Jeff needs the hole punching and then the
stapling.
So
stapling because I have to staple.
Let me just say, like a complete package. Everything is in there.
Does it collate? Collate. That's the word I'm looking for. Collating. Does it collate?
Yeah. And how many do you need?
5 or 6.
No, seriously, how many do you need?
Probably
give me a specific amount.
5 or 6.
5 or 6. Oh, quite a lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, we have a booming business over here at Fox Sports. We are making copies non-stop. We have little people. We have little tiny people, and they're like 8 or 9 years old, and they're in the back, and they're using the old roller copiers.
Oh, okay.
And they're only working for 8 cents an hour.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I see. Jeff, do you have any specific brand in mind? So, I can include that to the email I'm going to shoot you.
What was that you were asking me?
Do you have any specific brand? Like, will it be Sharp? Will it be Xerox?
What is the top of the line, like the Rolls Royce of copiers?
So that's what you need.
That's what I need.
And that's what you want. Okay.
Do they have a Rolls Royce? I know they make plane engines. Does Rolls Royce make copiers?
You know a lot. You're so techy, yeah.
They really do?
And you know what? Yeah, it does, yeah.
Get out of here. I am smarter than I ever thought I was. Yes, I would like some Rolls Royce. I would like 5 of them, please.
5 of them. Okay, sure. And you know what? I would like to also inform you that we have what we call free checkup. So, you know, it's a one-time service. We're going to diagnose the machine if there's something wrong with it. And we also have service maintenance to keep your machine in good condition. We have a contract for that, like, for years, you know.
What would it cost for a person to be here 24 hours a day at my beck and call?
It's actually hourly rate.
Well, hey, I have money to spare, and I would pay hourly to have somebody stand next to my printers at 24 hours a day.
Actually, for the checkup, it's hourly rate.
Then what's the hourly rate?
What hourly rate? Let me double check if I got it right. Yeah, it's $125
per hour.
Pocket change.
Okay, wait. 125 times 24. Okay, that will cost me $3,000 a day to have somebody stand in front of my printer, and I would like to throw that in as well.
So you would like to add that?
I would like to add a person. I'm buying a person. I'm going to buy all these printers, and I would like to buy a person.
Are you serious?
Yes.
We're not selling persons.
But you just said I could. It would be a person. It would be hourly. I would like to buy.
But that's just for that 24 hours that you would like to have.
Natalie, in fact, I'm going to make an offer to you. I would like to buy you. For $3,000 a day, you can come stand next to my copiers.
You know what? I really don't know if I'm going to take it as a compliment or
it's a compliment.
Or what. Somebody's laughing behind.
Yeah, because it's, you know what? You sound adorable.
Wait, Natalie, so are you in an office and there's people all around you?
Yeah, it's in Brea, California, specifically. It's 499 Unit E, yeah.
So what are everyone else around you also working? What do they think of your conversation right now? Do they think it's legit, or do they think you got a crazy guy on the phone?
You know what? I really don't know, because everybody's here so busy with their own calls.
I'm going to buy you for $3,000 a day.
My manager's listening to this call. She can hear you.
The manager is listening? Make it so, manager. I would like to buy her for $3,000 a day. I'm going to get rid of all of my little minions, the 7-year-old, 8-year-old boys that are working and making copies nonstop. I would like to hire her for $3,000 a day.
Well, yeah, maybe we can talk about it later, because, you know, I need to think of the person who's going to make the decision about that.
You don't get to sleep, by the way. You have to work 24 hours a day.
A lot of copies.
Because I'm making 5,000 a day. 5,000 copies a day. You have to stay awake all the time. I will supply you with an endless amount of Pikes Peak coffee from Starbucks, and I will make sure you are properly hydrated and fed.
Oh, I'd like to have Frappuccino.
Oh, there you go.
I will make that so as well.
You know what? You're really kidding me that I'm on air right now.
No, you're really on.
Natalie,
you serious? We're talking about things.
Hey, Natalie,
and we're on air.
So listen, here, we haven't plugged our show in a while. This is the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
That's what the point is. It's a sports show. We're not talking about sports.
We're going to, but Natalie, we're streaming live right now on YouTube as well.
I know.
You can watch us.
Yeah, you can watch us. If you go to Inland Sports on YouTube, we're streaming right now. So people are not only
Seriously?
Yes.
Hold on.
Seriously.
And YouTube, right?
Wait, hold on. We need to take a commercial break.
Yes, take a commercial break.
Can you call us back in like 5 minutes?
That's a good idea, because I would like to add your email address so I can shoot you the information. You weren't able to give me that last time.
Let's do this. I'm going to put you on hold. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we'll talk to you in the break.
Time. Okay.
All right, that's Natalie, our copy girl, printer girl. She's real.
Dude,
she's trying to make a big sale. Jeff, you're going to owe her a lot of money.
I was going to buy her for $3,000 a day.
For 24 hours a day, just stand there and watch the copiers go.
She likes Frappuccinos. Frappuccinos. She's not allowed to sleep, though.
All right. She's still on hold. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We will get to the NFL playoffs, I promise.
Okay.
And Justin Bell, the UC Riverside men's basketball coach, he's going to join us, as well as the Cal Baptist head coach, the great Rick Croy. That's coming up. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
Played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I'd say that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. Just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
There she is. Lotion. Oily. Oily. I can't take this no more.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Cora.
Jeff, what is going on today?
It's the best day ever.
Oh, my gosh. Welcome back to the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Plus, we're live and amplified around the world right now on the Inland Sports Channel as Natalie, our official copy girl of the station, found out. She's, I guess, watching the show. Are you watching this on YouTube right now, Natalie?
Yeah, I am.
Hey, I'm very curious because we have a big weekend of NFL, and I know you want to talk sports.
Give us your picks.
I'm going to tell you the matchups, and maybe even if you don't know the teams,
I'm going to write these down.
Go ahead and just make the picks. Yeah, Jeff, write these down because if Natalie's correct, we might be onto something here. So the big NFL football games this weekend, Natalie, are the Jaguars against the Patriots and the Vikings against the Eagles. So first, do you know who the Patriots are and Tom Brady?
Not really. I'm really not fond of other sports other than NBA, to be honest with you.
That's right. Yeah. Who's your favorite player again?
LeBron James, of course. It will be my all-time favorite, and it will not change.
So we'll talk a little basketball with you, but if you had to pick between the Jaguars and the Patriots for football, who would you pick?
Let's see. I really don't have any, not really don't have an idea, but I don't know that much.
That's right. You got a 50-50 shot. Here we go. You got think of it this way. Do you like cats? You pick the Jaguars. If you like guys that just walk around and dress funny and have bad guns.
Patriots, then.
Okay, there she's going to pick Patriots.
All right, so you pick the Patriots. That's the safe pick. That's the good pick, Natalie. That's a good one.
Natalie pick, okay.
And then over in the other conference, it's like a different league. So it's going to be the Vikings and the Eagles. That's the other conference. So would you pick a Viking or would you pick an Eagle?
A bird.
Viking.
Oh,
Viking,
look at you.
okay.
Like, do you like Thor? Do you like Thor, don't you? Every woman likes Thor. He's beautiful. Do you like Thor?
Are you talking about me?
No, Thor.
No,
you know,
Thor. You know what the movie Thor?
You know Thor?
Yeah. I just saw the last part, Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
Hey, he's good looking,
Yeah,
isn't
have
he?
you watched that?
Do you like him?
I do very much. I do.
Can I tell you this right now? I know we're in a hurry here, but my wife loves. That's number one on her bucket list. I would allow her to have an affair with Thor. Only Thor, though.
He's the only guy.
Yeah, because he's so manly, you know.
Yeah, he is. He's really manly. But you're looking at me right now. What do you think of me?
Maybe Cullen. Yeah, maybe Cullen.
Seriously,
So we were telling her about intern Cullen. We're trying to set him up and set
Yeah,
Natalie
is
up.
Cullen there now?
he is not here yet. But you know what?
He's on his way.
You are becoming a fast
Yeah, I
favorite.
would like to talk to him.
But you know, as long as you don't have him, you got this right here.
Jeff's winking at the camera, by the way. So.
Oh, guys. Oh, my God. You guys are making me crazy, you know.
Yeah,
you're very, very popular out here in the Inland Empire part of Southern California now because you called
For
in.
real?
And,
yes.
Yeah, you're like the IE sweetheart.
Yes, if you were seriously, I'm telling you, you need to friend us.
God.
You need to friend us on Twitter so that the world can see who.
You know what? I'm really not that famous in Twitter. I'm not even opening that account that much.
How about Instagram?
I do have.
See, we're on there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Will be Inland Sports too? The account's name? Okay.
Yes. And we're on the Facebook too. You know, we're the Facebook guys.
How about Cullen?
Cullen?
Oh,
Cullen.
Cullen.
It is Cullen.
Hold on, let me get out of the way. Cullen's not here yet, Natalie. He'll be here soon.
He is. I'm telling you. He's driving in his car right now because he has his own car too, which makes him very successful. He has his own car. He just got his license.
Would I what? I'm sorry?
I said he has his own car, so he's very successful.
At the age of 19?
Yes, he's very successful. I'm telling you.
Oh, my God. You guys are really kidding me now.
No.
No, this is all real.
No.
All of it.
Cullen is seriously, he's like named after the Twilight character. The Cullen family.
Edward Cullen. That was.
You know what, though? Seriously, if my wife and I break up, you and I we're kindred spirits because I knew that. I love the Twilight movies.
I cannot say that I really love it, but I do watch it.
What's your?
So do you watch Game of Thrones?
I love Game of Thrones more than anything in the world. I'm like the Mountain. Do you know who the Mountain is? Do you watch the Game of Thrones?
I do, but I just started watching it last week because of my friends. Yeah.
When you get to the Mountain, just think of me. The Mountain. There's a character called the Mountain, and that's me.
If you're talking to me right now, think Daenerys.
Do you look like Daenerys?
No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Natalie, what celebrity out there would you say you look most similar to?
Me, let's see. Who do I look like?
Has anyone ever stopped you and said, "Hey, you look like so and so"?
Maybe I can say a young version of. Do you know Miss Universe or Miss World candidates?
Wait, who?
Miss World or Miss Universe? Does it matter if you look like any of them? You're awesome.
Wait, Miss Universe Canada? Or?
No, Miss Universe, Miss World, any of them, she said. Yeah. So which one do you look like? Let's look her up.
Do you know? I'm not sure if you know the person I'm going to talk about right now because she's also from the Philippines.
What's her name?
And I think that was 2014. Megan Young?
What's her name?
Hey, can you spell that? Just write it down over here.
Megan Young. You can search it.
How do you spell it?
Megan and then Young.
Megan Young. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, because we're coming up on a commercial here. I want to say this though, because you and I have a kindred spirit, and if Cullen and you don't work out, my wife and I, we're really thinking. We're really thinking about. You ever see the TV show Sister Wives?
No.
You don't know? Oh my gosh. Megan Young is beautiful. Megan
Am
Young
I
is beautiful.
outdated?
Holy cow! Holy smokes! You know what, Natalie? You know what? I'm going to tell you right now. My wife has Thor on her bucket list. Natalie, you might be my bucket list.
Yeah, everybody there is laughing.
Oh yeah, because I'm serious.
Wait, everyone in your office is laughing at you?
No, she hears us laughing.
Yeah, they do.
Wait.
They do because my boys are so loud here. I'm laughing out loud. It's just that. Yeah, they're so busy with their own calls, but they do.
Hey, Natalie, we got to run in like less than 1 minute, but do you have a boyfriend?
I don't.
Oh.
Am I on air too?
Yeah, you're on air
With
too.
that question, Jeff?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
You are.
You're darn right.
You know what? We don't either.
Well, Natalie, we got to run, but we'd love to hear back from you. You're a lot of fun, and we'll let Intern.
Okay, but can you give me any of your emails so I can shoot you the details about it?
I will give you.
I'm going to put you on hold.
I'll give you my
We got to
email.
get to commercial break. We got a basketball
Thank
coach.
you.
We know you love basketball, so we're talking basketball for you. There's a basketball coach coming on in just a couple minutes, so we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll put you on hold, and then you can get our information. Sound good?
Thank you. Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, that is Natalie. She loves LeBron James. Yeah, we'll be right back. We got Justin Bell, the UC Riverside men's basketball coach, when we come back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and you know, help them reach their athletic potential, you know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, you know, really what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, you know, in terms of speed, power, you know, strength, agility. How you guys doing? Ray Bass here. We're here at Corona High with the Corona High football program with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today's boost training tip, it's all about top end speed. We're talking about the ankling drill. Come check it out. This particular drill is great at teaching us to get our feet off the ground as quickly as possible. All right, so what we're gonna do is Gavin's gonna start with his feet underneath his hips. His toes are gonna be pointing forward. And the goal here is to get as many hits against the ground as possible. He's gonna do a fast high knee. He's gonna have his toes pointed up, get as many hits as he can in a short amount of time. Here we go. So we're gonna go about 5 yards here. Here we go, ready, set, go. Fast down, toes up, toes up, toes up, toes up, toes up. Now typically when we get over the opposite knee, I like to say fast down just so we don't get robotic with it, but there you have it right there, the ankling drill. Great for top end speed.
Ice cream trucks.
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org, because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for all of us. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
That girl wild and all outside. Talking about she looked like Janet Jackson.
Ooh, no, she didn't go there.
Yeah, got the car looking more like Freddie Jackson.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We're proudly brought to you by Spoiled, Quick Quality Oil Change, Ken's Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and Catalano Motors in Corona. We got Justin Bell, the UC Riverside men's basketball coach, coming up here on the show. And a little bit later, we'll have Rick Croy, the head basketball coach at Cal Baptist University, because it's a big week for basketball in these parts.
Yes, it is.
Here in the Riv.
Both, one becoming a Division I school, one is a Division I school. They're going to be clashing and having some good games this week.
So UC Riverside, 0-4 right now in the Big West Conference. They've got Cal State Northridge coming to town on Wednesday night. Are we going to have the voice of the Matadors live in studio with us tomorrow?
The voice of the Matadors will be here. Mr. Ghazal Hassan, he will be irreverent and crazy and fun like he always is. He's also the voice of UC Riverside baseball.
Which, crazy enough, Highlander baseball is almost here. Like, they get a jump start on the season. By the end of January, they're practicing. You get to about the second week of February, and they start actually having some real games at the Plex. So UC Riverside baseball right around the corner. And again, Ghazal Hassan, the voice of Highlander baseball, as well as Cal State Northridge basketball. So it's Matadors and Highlanders Wednesday night, 7 o'clock from SRC Arena. And Jeff, they're 0-4. They got to get a Big West Conference win. On the flip side, Northridge, they're in the same boat. They're winless in conference play. This is as big as it gets right now for these two teams.
Yeah, Cal State Northridge is 0-3 in conference and 3-14 overall. So both similar situations. The Highlanders have a little better record against, obviously better teams. But yeah, it should be a tough one because, Riverside's down a player, down their leading scorer.
Now, we love talking UC Riverside basketball. We're going to get Coach Bell in a little bit. But Cullen just texted in.
He did.
Because this whole Natalie phenomenon is just sweeping the Inland Empire right now.
Sweeping the nation, my friend.
She's
nation.
Real.
Yes,
She's
she
real.
is.
She found us. She's completely real. So Cullen texted me.
And yes.
I said, hey, I texted him first. I said, hey, Cullen, are you listening to the show right now? Because he usually does.
Yes.
I mean, again, we're very important. We're very popular. We just assume he was.
Trailblazers.
He says, no, should I be? And I didn't answer him back yet because we're just trying to do a live show, right?
Yeah.
Trying to do a live broadcast. So I didn't answer him back yet. So he followed up with another question before I could even answer him. And he said, wait. Did Natalie call back?
There's a love connection.
He's thinking about her.
Oh.
He's thinking about her.
Yeah, I hope so.
It's pretty funny. So, anyways, if intern Cullen gets back in here, we'll have to break the news to him because he missed that whole conversation.
I'll tell you what, if he doesn't swoop her up, then I'm going to have to swoop her up because she's a cutie, it sounds like.
He says he would try to laugh, but half his face won't cooperate. Because remember, he went to the dentist. He's all numbed up.
That would be awesome. We'll get him film of him and half his face.
Oh, he'll look like a chipmunk.
Yeah, it looks like, he'll be talking like he has Bell's palsy. Half his face will be down. It'll be awesome. She'll feel bad for him.
All right, we're talking UC Riverside basketball taking on Northridge, Highlanders, and Matadors. Coming Wednesday night as Dikembe Martin will miss his second straight game, team violation. So I did the math. he's scheduled to be back. It's the 5-game suspension, right?
That's what they were saying.
Okay, so if it's 5 games, then he'd be back for the game at Hawaii, February 7th. That'd be his first game back after that 5-game sit. So
that would be. But
and they need him. He's their leading scorer.
They have to win this next game. This one at home is very important. You know, like I said, Northridge is 0-3, but they're playing some good basketball as of late. You know, they're putting up some points. They put up 70 against Long Beach State, but they haven't scored well. Like, they lost to Hawaii. They lost to Morgan State. Or not, actually, they beat Morgan State, but they lost to
But
Irvine.
that was their only Division I win.
That's true. They lost to UC Irvine by 17. So, and that was
they beat Life
Northridge.
Pacific.
They beat our boy Tim Cook.
That's not cool.
They beat him bad. It sounds
not
like.
cool.
No, not at all. But you know, Riverside though is going to have to do some adjusting. You know, Chance Murray's going to have to put some points on the board. Menno Dykstra, who's going to have to come off the bench, is going to have to hit some threes. He's really going to have to be a stretch 4 for the Highlanders. And it can't just be relied on Alex Larson. Larson's really has led the team in double-doubles all season, but he can't carry the whole load. He's not somebody you can go out and say, hey, get us 25 points a game. You know, you hope that Rawwire can maybe hit a few three-pointers. You have DJ Sylvester, who's a very athletic guard that will kind of take the place of Dikembe Martin, but still, it's a lot to take the place of Dikembe Martin.
So UCR's 0-4 in the Big West Conference, but really, Jeff, it's a 6-game skid because you go back to that last road trip of the season. What was it? Utah Valley and Seattle. They dropped those two. So those two on top of the 4-game losing streak in the Big West Conference, they're 0-6 in their last 6 games. So, and DK's still on the shelf for another 4 games.
Yeah.
So I mean, the stars are kind of like not aligned. It's stacked against them.
Yeah, and it goes back all the way to last year. They're on it's an 11-game slide here for the Highlanders in the Big West Conference, and that goes back to their loss in the tournament and the last few games of conference last year.
Well, they got to get things going. Again, as long as they don't finish in the cellar, they'll make it to the postseason tournament.
Got to finish in the top 8.
But right now, Cal State Northridge and UCR are both winless, which one of these teams, I mean, somebody's got to win. Someone's going to jump ahead and leapfrog the other in terms of capturing what would be the number 8 spot right now in the Big West Conference standings. So I know it's still early January, but for being early January, this is as big as it can get for the Highlanders.
Yeah, and you know, in conference, DJ Sylvester has really kind of picked up the slack quite a bit from this. Johnny Kennedy, our fab freshman, has really come on strong. He's played some great minutes. Last game, he was all over the court. He's one of those guys that can just really get a good knack for wherever the ball is. Offensively, he gets after it. Defensively, he can guard guards. He can guard bigs. So he really helps out. And then you have James Jackson, who's played great spot minutes as of late and started the last 2 games for the Highlanders.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of guys fill in different roles. You know what I mean? Because DK went from, handling the ball to being like the 2, right? He was shooting a lot more. He was the scorer. Yeah, he leads the team in scoring.
Yeah, they moved Chance Murray primarily to the point guard position because they thought that he saw the ball or saw the floor a little better than DK. DK is a much better ball handler, but he's a guy that looks to score a little more than Chance Murray.
Well, we're going to hear from head coach Justin Bell shortly as the Highlanders are back in action inside SRC Arena come Wednesday night. That's tomorrow night against Cal State Northridge, trying to get their first conference victory of the season. And again, much needed at this point so they can just keep pace. Right now, Cal State Fullerton has jumped to the top of the standings. They're 4-0. They're undefeated. And that was the first loss for UCR in terms of conference play.
A 3-point loss.
Yeah, and UCR had them on the ropes. They could have won on the road at Cal State Fullerton, and they let them off the hook.
And really kind of beaten by a couple local kids from the Riverside area at Cal State Fullerton and associate head coach John Smith. So you had John Smith's son, Jamal Smith, was the point guard on that team. And then you had
Khalil Ahmad out of Centennial High School.
So two very good players from the Inland Empire. That they're going 4-0, but they have to go up to Santa Barbara this next game, which would be tough.
Yeah, did you get that press release right from the Big West Conference where they gave all the stats and the games that just happened and the games that are coming up, and they said, yeah, Fullerton's 4-0, but they got some tough games on the road coming up. So we'll see if the Titans can stay undefeated. They're 4-0 right now. Right behind them, I believe, with 1 loss. Long Beach State only has 1 loss. And Hawaii only has 1 loss so far.
And it's kind of surprising. Hawaii, plays a lot of preseason games at home, so they're not road tested yet. So maybe as they get a little deeper here into the Big West play, things will change there. But I do see Cal State Fullerton has the tools and the guys, the dudes, to really maintain this lead. But they're going up to Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara's 7-0 at home this season. So,
but what's weird is the Gauchos are 1-2 in conference play so far.
Yes,
and we saw them, and I'm like, man, this is a team that could win the Big West Conference. But now 3 games in, they're 1-2, and I'm thinking that's how much parity there is right now in the Big West Conference. Like how wide open it might be, because again, we saw a team like UC Santa Barbara, and we were both impressed. Like, man, this is a team that could run the table and win the Big West Conference crown. And right now, we're 3-4 games in for some teams, and they're in the middle of the pack. It's Cal State Fullerton on top at 4-0.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, we saw a kid, Heidegger, who came in last year, averaged only 7.9 points a game, now averaging over 20 points a game, and has been a real stalwart for UC Santa Barbara.
Yeah, he's good. He can shoot.
And the 2 graduate assistants that they brought in, one from Nevada,
right?
And then the other one was from Rice. So yeah, it's big programs, and that really brings you beyond senior leadership. These are guys that have graduated, that are mature on the floor and off the floor, and they really add to your team.
So right now at the Big West Conference standings, again, it's UCR and Cal State Northridge near the bottom of the standings right now, but one of these teams will get the inside track on the other for that 8th spot, which is, I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is critical, because right now they are fighting for that spot. Right now, let's go to the spoiled. Quick quality oil change. Celebrity hotline. He once dished out 12 assists in one game against the University of San Diego. It is the great Justin Bell, the head coach of your UC Riverside Highlanders. Coach, how are you today?
Hey, thanks for the plug, man. Not a lot of people know about that big 12 assist game, but I really appreciate it.
Hey, I got your back. Is that still a Division I record?
I think it is, and I always talk about it, but the thing that I am embarrassed about, if you see, I think I was like 1 for 11 from the field or something like that.
We won't talk about that part.
Yeah, forget that whole part. You're just famous for passing the ball that game. Don't worry about that.
Appreciate it.
So, Coach, how are you feeling after a couple tough losses here on the road, or actually at home? How are you guys feeling? How's the team feeling right now?
Yeah, we're feeling good. Our guys are resilient, and I think they're still. We're still working hard, still getting after it every day, and we're just looking for that one time where we can break through. I think, we've had some stuff not go our way, but hey, that's a little adversity, and that's okay sometimes.
Well, Pep and I, we follow. Obviously, we're at every game, and I want to say this: there's never a quit in the UC Riverside Highlanders. You guys have a tendency sometimes to get yourself in a little bit of a hole, but you guys always dig yourself out. The games are always very close. It's just, it's a matter of just learning to win, and these guys are so close to getting to that position. How do you feel in that situation?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like, we're right there. We fight really, really hard. We talked to the guys today about some details to clean up and putting ourselves, once we're in that position to win, really believing and trying to execute down the stretch. And I think our guys understand that. Now we're at a point where we got to try to do it and make it come to fruition. But we really like our team. They're practicing really hard every single day. They're giving us their best effort. They're locking in preparation and film. And, they're doing everything that we're asking them to do. And we're just looking for that breakthrough. And we know it's going to come. We keep telling our guys, just prepare every day, and don't worry about it.
We got Justin Bell here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Coach Bell, I know it's tough right now. You guys are going for that first conference win. You got Northridge coming into town tomorrow night. How do you just keep the morale up? You kind of touched on it, but how do you keep the morale up around the guys and keep reminding them that they have been close? You're on the verge of that breakthrough. How do you keep the morale up and keep them positive so that you can stay in this hunt for a postseason spot?
I think our guys have done a good job of keeping themselves up. I've been pretty happy. I haven't had to try to, really rally the troops and give one for the gift. Kind of see the guys come in every day and they're ready to work and they're coachable, and I coach them really hard. They listen, and obviously it's a different voice. My voice is different, and some of the stuff that I'm saying and philosophy is different, so maybe it's taken them a second to catch on and grasp everything. But they've really done the hard work, which is come in every day and really focus and done a good job of keeping their own attitude and spirits high.
We're talking with Justin Bell here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We got Cal State Northridge coming to town on Wednesday night. You can check out that game, 7 o'clock, the SRC Arena. So, Coach, when you look at Northridge, Jeff and I have been doing our homework for the broadcast, and, of course, they got a well-known head coach in Reggie Theus, but after doing your homework and without giving away all your secrets of what you've discovered about the Matadors, but how do you kind of see this matchup and what you guys need to do well to maybe get that W tomorrow night?
Yeah, for us, we talked about it today. It's all about us, and one of the things that we want to make sure our guys hone in on is, we want to be the solution to all of our issues and continuing to build. So it's really not so much about Northridge and what they're doing. It's about us and being able to execute down the stretch and being able to hit 50-50 balls and being able to pay attention to detail and doing the little things necessary to win. I think we take care of the big things fairly well. We guard the cross, we guard the dribble weave. Now we just got to get our hands dirty, really get in there and take that win. Not hope we're going to win, but really take the win and go win it. We did it.
We're talking with Coach Bell here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. So, Coach, Jeff and I are both glass half full kind of guys. We like to keep it positive. We're optimistic. So there must have been something that you guys did well as a team these first 4 games in Big West Conference play that you guys can build upon. What's something that you guys did well as a team that gets you optimistic going forward in conference play, starting with Cal State Northridge tomorrow night?
I think we've competed against some of the top teams in this conference, and I think that has given us some confidence. I think our guys have competed hard every single time. There's no quit, no letdown in them. Like I said, it's really about executing the small details in every game that's necessary for you to win, and we're trying to identify them game by game. Our guys are believing in them, but the thing that keeps us hopeful is, we know we can compete at this level. We know that we can give ourselves a chance to win against some of the best teams. Now we just have to go out and do it. So we talked to the guys today. We said, hey, it would be really discouraging as coaches if we didn't know what it was, why we're not winning, but we feel like our staff and players, we know why. Now we got to go out and do it.
Yeah, because when you look at the Big West Conference standings, this is something Jeff and I were talking about before you joined us here on the show, the fact that you look at Cal State Fullerton, they're 4-0. That's the first-place team in Big West Conference play, and you had them on the ropes, on the road. I mean, that's a game that you guys could have won. So do you, again, take a look at those games and kind of relay that message to the guys like, hey, we're not that far away. There's the first-place team in our conference, and we should have beat them in their house.
Yeah, we haven't brought that up. But I think the guys know. I think nowadays, information is it's everywhere nowadays, and I think the guys know that. A lot of the times I'll come in and I'll say, hey, did you guys see this on TV? They're like, yeah, we already saw it on Twitter. Or we saw it. I'm like, oh, okay, great. I think, information's everywhere. I think they know that. And I think that's why they have continuing to come in every day, ready to work, eager to get after it. So I think that's kind of an obvious one for us. We just have to really, really take care of business and do things the right way for 40 minutes. We got to play for 40 minutes, every little detail. We really got to get after it and be locked in.
Well, going back to the UC Davis game that Jeff and I called, it looked like you guys were turning over a new leaf because you flipped the script. You jumped on the Aggies early, and you built a big lead, and we're like, hey, this is nice. We can get used to this. And then against Long Beach State, it was kind of like the same old, same old. Like, how do you mentally make sure the guys are ready that, again, who wants to play catch-up the entire game and have to battle back from a large double-digit deficit? I mean, that's no fun. So how do you just – you know what I mean? Like, how do you get the guys mentally prepared that you don't want to slip into that hole quickly and instead, like you did against Davis, jump on the other team fast?
Yeah, But I don't know. I think we try to prepare the same way every time. We talk about them about being ready from the start. So, we definitely want to try to score early and get out to good leads. That always helps. But sometimes you just start in a little funk, and sometimes it's just the other team, Pep. You know what I mean? Sometimes, they come out and, they bang some shots, and, you find your way kind of scrapping back into it.
We got Coach Bell here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. It's the Highlanders and the Matadors coming at you Wednesday night, 7 o'clock from SRC Arena. Coach Bell, we always appreciate the time. And again, we won't talk about your shooting performance in that 12-assist game against San Diego. We'll just look at the assists. We'll remember the good times, the good stuff.
Hey, I appreciate that. I hope the guys don't listen to this. I always play it up like I was a player. So.
You scored a lot, too. I mean, you did.
Yeah. It's a good thing that I don't think they listen to the radio much, but I'm glad that they don't.
All right, Coach Bell, we always appreciate the time. Best of luck tomorrow night, and we'll see you out there at the SRC Arena.
Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. You're the best.
Thank you.
All right, that's Coach Justin Bell of your UCR Highlanders. Big game. As you heard, Jeff, they've got to get this one.
Got to beat old Reggie Theus at his game here as they come into SRC Arena. It'd be nice to see the Highlanders walk away with a victory and kind of gain a little momentum, a little confidence as they play. They got a tough schedule coming up. They got Irvine just on the horizon, and Irvine's a very, very good team.
Yeah, I like when they play games quickly. So if you have a bad game,
forget about it,
quickly
move on.
In the schedule, yeah. So if you play a bad game, you're like, you know what? We got another game in 2 nights. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. Let's do this again. Hopefully they'll do that with that Long Beach State game on Saturday, and they'll get refocused for Northridge on Wednesday night. But like you said, after Northridge, they got a week off.
Yeah, a nice little week off.
Yeah, they don't have a game on Saturday. So if they get a win on Wednesday night, it's a little different. You feel good about yourself, a little confidence, a little momentum. You can enjoy the weekend a little bit more. And then, like you said, on the road at Irvine next Wednesday, which is a big one against the Eaters.
And it gives you time to rest your bodies, heal yourself up a little bit if you're the Highlanders. It also gives you a chance to really watch Irvine because Irvine's going to end up playing on Saturday because Riverside's part of that Hawaii bye situation. So Irvine's going to have to play right away Saturday night. And I'm sure the Highlanders will definitely scout those guys.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up right now because I'm curious who UC Irvine is playing this weekend. So that way, like you said, an early scouting report for UC Irvine. They got a full 7 days after the Northridge game to get ready for their next Big West Conference game. Because if you can pick off the Matadors tomorrow night, then you can start building some momentum and maybe go on the road. Again, they're not that far away, so going on the road to Irvine wouldn't be the biggest shock in the world to go there and get a victory against the Eaters. So if they can scout them out, get a little momentum, some confidence, who knows? And Justin Bell's such a good dude. We appreciate him coming on here, the head coach of your UC Riverside Highlanders. When we come back, we will talk NFL football and also what in the world happened between the Clippers and the Rockets last night?
Holy cow, that was
bizarre.
Silly. It was like little kids fighting.
It was like WWE stuff, right?
It was really, really silly. I think if they look back at this today, and I hope they are, they're going, holy cow, we looked really, really, really stupid.
We'll talk NFL, we'll talk Clippers, and then in about 35 minutes or so, it's the Cal Baptist University head coach, Rick Croy. They're coming off a big win against Hawaii Pacific last night. In fact, 2 big wins in a row. We'll talk Lancer basketball a little bit later in about 35 minutes. We'll be back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
most annoying sound in the world?
Guys! Fellas, you think we could listen to the radio or something?
Now back to the Inland Sports Show. Here's Pep and Jeff.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Proudly brought to you by Spoiled, quick quality oil change, Ken Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and Catalano Motors in Corona. Jeff, what is going on in the NBA right now? So we were getting ready to talk about the Clippers, right? The Clippers and Rockets from last night.
Chaos. It's fight night in the NBA. They got to do something to make people watch them.
Aaron Aflalo, the former UCLA guard, right?
Yes.
He's a Bruin.
Bruin fighting.
He just took a swing at, what's his name? Nemanja Bjelica? I got to be honest, I've never heard of the other guy. I know Aaron Aflalo, but I haven't heard of the other guy. But Aaron Aflalo of the Orlando Magic just took a swing in, was Bjelica, he played for the T-Wolves, the Timberwolves, Minnesota.
Yes.
He literally, it wasn't like nonchalantly or did he actually punch? No, he reached back, was throwing hands at Bjelica or whatever his name is. Aaron Aflalo.
Hey, you know what?
This just happened like 10 minutes ago.
And then Trevor Ariza last night was part of that fiasco, and he's a Bruin.
Oh, man.
You fighting Bruins.
Is there something Bruin?
There's something Bruin with those Bruins.
Yeah, so if you go on Twitter right now and you see Aaron Aflalo trending, you'll know why, because he just punched some guy in the head.
Roundhouse punch right to the head of
whatever his name is.
Of the T-Wolves.
So the Clippers played the Rockets last night, right?
Yeah.
It was the big Chris Paul return to Los Angeles against his former team, the Clippers. CP3 came back. He had 19 points. Blake Griffin had 29. Lou Williams had 29 as the Clippers actually beat the Rockets, which is surprising, right?
They did. And I'm going to say this. Anytime you see a basketball fight, for the most part, unless you're in the old days when like Kareem punched out Ken Benson and broke his face, basketball players just can't fight, man. No. They just can't. I will say this, though. I got punched one time playing basketball so hard that
Who punched you?
This guy. He didn't like me.
This guy.
He gave me stitches, though. I mean, he split my face pretty good. And I got hit so hard I didn't know who I was for about a week.
It was that bad?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know who I was. I was out. He punched me square in the face.
What team was it, or what school was it?
Oh, he was on my team. He was one of my team.
He was on your team? Why would he do that to you?
Because he wanted to play, obviously. He sat on the bench a lot behind me. Yeah, he did. He never got to play, but he played the next game because I was concussed. He took a shot at me.
Man.
Hey, I wasn't even ready for it. It was blindsided. If I'd have had him in person, though, if I would have squared up with him, he'd have been dead. I'd have hurt him.
You're a fighter.
I'm a fighter. Yeah, I used to be able to fight a little bit. He punched me so hard. It was the only time I've been punched a couple times. I'm not going to lie. I was deservedly so. But, yeah, he drilled me. Just drilled me. Put me out. I didn't even know who I was. I think I even went into the closet and cried. That's how bad it hurt.
Well, it didn't get to that between the Clippers and Rockets.
No, there was ripping of
Nobody
pants.
went to the closet to cry. Nobody got punched.
No, there's ripping of pants. They ripped pants.
It's not even pants. It's those leggings or whatever.
That is so stupid. Unless you're Peter Pan, don't wear those things.
I know.
It's serious.
I'm
being honest with you. When I coach basketball,
those compression pants or whatever they call them.
Just don't wear them. Because unless you're doing yoga or you're a good-looking girl, I don't ever want to see you wearing yoga pants playing basketball. Just wear a knee brace, whatever. Or those arm sleeves. That's just silly.
Well, Blake Griffin had them ripped off, right?
Yes.
And then
Trevor Ariza ripped them.
And then they said that Blake Griffin, remember he was running back down the floor past Mike D'Antoni, the head coach of the Rockets.
And elbowed Mike D'Antoni.
That's what he's saying. Like he was claiming they made contact, he punched or swung. If you watch the video, it's hard to tell, but he was running down the side of the court, right?
D'Antoni's probably like one of those Italian soccer guys. You blow in his ear and he's going to fall down. And
where's the red card?
Yeah,
give me a red card. There's a foul.
I don't know. I don't know if Blake Griffin went over and elbowed Mike D'Antoni. Come on.
But we're burying the lead because it was all the excitement came after the game.
Oh, they went and tried to fight in the locker room.
They were trying to go find Blake Griffin and the Clippers, and they were going to fight behind the scenes.
It was Chris Paul and his posse of 4. And they went to the back because he knows the Staples Center.
He's a former Clipper, so he knows all the inner bowels of the Staples Center.
He went the back way, and he said, I'm going to sneak into their locker room, and I'm going to fight Blake Griffin. That's what he said. Come on, guys, who's with me? So 3 other guys went and chased him with him. You know he's not going to get past anybody over there. And then someone who came and knocked on the door, the center, the guy with the name I can't pronounce. He went and knocked on the front door. Did you hear about it? Yeah, he knocked on the front door. Come on. They're basketball players.
WWE, right?
They can't fight, man. You'd think they would. There's a couple guys, though. There's one guy in the NBA, it's like a black belt, an MMA guy, who's a stud. He's like...
Jono's going to look it up.
His family's like a bunch of world champions. Don't mess with those kind of guys.
Consider this, Jeff. What if the NBA adopted, like, hockey?
It'd be awesome.
You know what I mean? Like,
put him in the box.
Better yet, like, okay, guys, you know what? Settle your beef. Go ahead. We're all going to back up.
Yeah.
You guys just fight on the court. Get it over with. Because if you look at hockey, they police themselves.
They do.
I mean, they have goons on their team. So if, let's say I'm the star player.
Yeah.
And Kono over here comes out on the ice and trips me and hurts me.
I'm your goon.
Jeff's the goon. Jeff's going to come in and go straight to Kono and beat Kono up.
I'm going to slap
Because you don't mess with me. You don't mess with the star player, right?
Yeah, seriously, I could fit Kono in my pocket. I would beat him up, and then I'd put him in my pocket, and then I'd save him for later and beat him up again. That's the kind of goon I am for you, Pep.
But that's how it works. They police themselves.
Yeah, I couldn't see basketball players fighting.
You know what I mean? Like
James Johnson. He's got an MMA record.
Does he really?
He's like 3-0 as an MMA
Send him
fighter.
out.
Yeah. Let him fight.
So that way, if you're Blake Griffin and you don't want to fight, but you're the star player and they're messing with you, like you send out your goon, you get your guy, the 12th man off the bench, be like, hey, goon squad, go check out that guy, go knock him out.
Well, every team.
Yeah.
Yeah, every NBA team, though. DJ Benga.
Where's he even
Benga. I think every team, though, should have like a guy from like Senegal or West Africa where they had blood diamonds and they had to like fight for their lives. You carry one of those guys at the end of your bench. Anytime there's a problem, you go, hey, he used to fight for blood diamonds. And then you just stand up and it'd be over. Because guys in America, they're just not fighters. They're too cute.
You got to get those Canadian guys for hockey.
Oh, yeah. Get a couple Canadians.
If you haven't seen a hockey game, when they fight, everyone else backs up. Like, let those guys do their business. Everyone backs up. The referees let them have their fight. And when they decide that it's over, they go in and they break it up.
Yeah.
They police themselves. The players police themselves.
Yeah.
Consider that for the NBA. Wouldn't that be crazy?
It would be awesome. But they would guys.
I mean? Hey, you guys got a beef? Everyone back up. Let these guys get to center court.
But the 8 other guys on the team would go, hey, can you help break this up? Because they wouldn't. No one wants to fight in the NBA. No one wanted to fight last night.
It's all for show, right?
It was all faux show.
For show.
All faux show.
You know who's loving it? The NBA.
They are.
Guess what we're talking about today?
Fighting.
The NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Clippers.
Yeah, but hey, that one today was a pretty good haymaker, though.
Yeah, Aaron Aflalo. In fact, so I went on Twitter to maybe get some information about the Clippers and Rockets, right? And, of course, the first thing I see is, excuse me, video of Aaron Aflalo reaching back and just taking a big swing at that Minnesota Timberwolves guy, Belichick or whatever his name is.
Bjelica. Let's go with Bjelica.
Let's see.
Or Jellica.
Here's the entire fight. I'm kind of watching it right now.
Jellica.
But you know what? Aaron Aflalo gets put in a headlock right after it. So I don't know. He might have got the worst part of the deal here.
Because Bjelica's he's from a foreign land. I bet he's Ukrainian or something. Ukraine not weak. Ukraine weak. Ukraine not weak. Yeah, I could picture him just beating the crud out of Aflalo. Aaron Aflalo and DJ Benga. I just like saying that, Benga.
Well, it was quite the scene last night. Everyone was talking about it, and it looks like it spilled over into today because Aaron Aflalo has just gotten into a fight, if you're just joining us, of the Orlando Magic, former UCLA Bruin.
I love it.
Getting down on the court, just reaching back. There's no doubt about it. If you watch the video, there's no doubt about it. It's not like he was trying to hide it, trying to be sneaky about it. Nope. He busted through the front door, and he just took a swing.
I know how to pronounce his name.
Say it.
It's Nemanja Bjelica.
Jellica?
Jellica. Nemanja Bjelica.
It starts with a B, right? So
yeah,
the B silent?
B is silent. I know these things.
What I thought.
I'm phonetically perfect in every way. I'm like Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
I'm Mary Poppins. I'm phonetically perfect in every way.
All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show. We'll talk about those NFL playoff matchups because remember when Natalie, the copy girl, called.
She ruins football.
I was going to tell you about Alexa.
Oh, yeah, we were talking Alexa.
Alexa, and Alexa has a lot of answers.
Does she know who's going to win?
I asked her about the football playoffs.
Who'd you pick?
I did.
Did you write it down?
She did tell me.
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
Well, I'm going to tell you when we come back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajalco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. Just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
nice. Don't say nothing at all.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Corum.
Well, welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Mom, why is Jeff so salty? Well, I think Jeff finally, for once in his life, is taking the advice of Thumper from the movie Bambi and just keeping his mouth shut because he has nothing nice to say.
Nothing nice at all. Salty G is back.
He's back.
He's back, baby.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. We're talking a little NFL playoffs before we get to CBU coach Rick Croy coming up here. So we were talking about the fact that I got Alexa for Christmas, right? The in-laws got us Alexa. We asked her about the weather. She plays music. She does all those sorts of things. So I had all those Star Wars questions for her. So I followed that up with, Alexa, who's going to win the Super Bowl? Thinking, oh, I just outsmarted the system. Who would know more than Alexa, right? What do you think she told me?
The Patriots. Did she say the Patriots?
She did.
She did?
So here's what she said. She said, well, it's a little too early to tell, but based on history, the safe pick is the Patriots.
She really said, were you by yourself when you asked all these questions?
Family was around, yeah.
So you're asking all these Star Wars questions, or are they just laughing at you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, they got into it. First I said, I just want to say something dumb, because that's what I do as a dumb dad.
Yeah.
Like, who's Luke Skywalker's father? And then when I said, who's Rey's parents? Then it got real serious. Everyone stopped what they were doing. They were brushing teeth and getting dressed and combing hair. Everyone stopped what they were doing. They're like, oh, wait, hold on.
And
now we're getting real. So then I followed up with the Super Bowl question, and she told me the Patriots. So
wow. What if Alexa's right? I'm going to start asking Alexa. I'm going to go get Alexa. Do you have the big tall one or the little dot one or whatever?
It's like a dot, little circular thing that sits on the dresser. And, hey, Alexa, can you play some music? Hey, Alexa, is it going to rain today? So just kind of.
Yeah, because most of the time I'm with my 1-year-old and he doesn't say anything. He just looks at me.
You going to talk to Alexa the whole time?
Yeah, just act like I'm talking to Luke. I'll say, hey, Luke, you're Alexa. Alexa, you're now Luke. Because now all he says is dad and milk. And
oh, is he talking?
Yeah, he just says dad and milk. And
is he salty?
He's salty. Angry kid. Yeah, he's angry.
He's a little angry guy?
Yeah.
All right, so we're talking NFL playoffs. Again, it's the Minnesota Vikings going on the road to the top-seeded Philadelphia Eagles, the #1 team in the NFC. The winner will go on to the Super Bowl. So you're looking at Nick Foles and Case Keenum.
Ex-Rams.
Both ex-Rams, and Jeff loves that fact.
I love it.
Because this time last year, Case Keenum was in a fight with rookie Jared Goff to play quarterback for the Rams. I mean, he was on a bad Rams team, and he wasn't even the guy. Like Jared Goff, again, who looked awful in training camp last year. I mean, he's done a complete 180.
Yes.
But last year during training camp in the preseason and early into the season, he looked awful. Like, really bad. And Case Keenum was having a struggle. I mean, the struggle was real to beat him for that starting job. So this was actually Case Keenum last year from Rams camp. So much has changed for him. He's
Did you interview him?
We interviewed Case Keenum for Inland Sports.
That's right.
From Rams training camp. And this was him last year. This is how much has changed. He's one win away from the Super Bowl, but this was him talking last year, just trying to get a spot on the Rams.
Whatever happens is going to happen, and I understand that other people have to do their job, but I'm going to go do my job. The fact that I think this may be my first time to talk to you guys, is great. I get to go in and take care of my arm and, do some other things. Jared's got people all over him, so, with that, it's fine. It is what it is, and, I understand that, and I'm not sensitive. I got thick skin, and I'm going to be who I am no matter what.
So the fact was that last year during Rams camp, everyone was talking about Jared Goff.
Yeah.
The top pick. He was going to save the franchise, the move back to Los Angeles. And Case Keenum was getting no attention. Like
Zippo.
None. Like he even said, this is the first time I've talked to the media the whole time during Rams practices because everyone was going for Goff. They were going for Gurley. They were asking Coach Fisher about making the move to Los Angeles from St. Louis, and the team's back in Southern California. Like, Case Keenum was so under the radar. No one was even talking to him. He wasn't even a thought as the starting quarterback. It was like, okay, it's Jared Goff, but Case Keenum will let you fill in here and there until Goff's really ready to go as the starting quarterback.
Yeah, and he said, I recall, he said Saturday or Sunday night, he said, hey, this is the third best day of my life.
Yeah. Gave his life to the Lord.
Yep.
Married his wife. And then he threw that bomb to Stephon Diggs.
I mean, that's a pretty good story. Just, a year later, he's, takes over for Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Bradford, those guys, and he's the man. He's the dude.
He went from being a nobody on a bad Rams team that couldn't even securely take that starting job for the Rams.
He's one win away.
To now being probably the most famous guy on the planet after throwing that game-winning touchdown against the Saints.
Yes.
And Minnesota's one win away from the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl. That's pretty cool, though. You got to admit, that's a great story. I think Minnesota, though, they're going on a high. I mean, they could have very easily been out of that game and done and watching. Just think if they win the next game. They have a shot to be in the Super Bowl at home. I mean, how pumped can you be if you're the Vikings?
Yeah.
There might be only 10 Viking fans there because all the tickets are sold to corporations, but man, how incredible would that be for the city itself?
To be on their home field, inside their stadium, and Case Keenum as the quarterback. It just blows me away. This is a guy that was written off so many different times. Bouncing around between the Rams and the Texans. And again, he was a prolific passer in college at the University of Houston. Like, he was big time. And now, like you said, Teddy Bridgewater, he's healthy, right?
He's healthy.
As far as we know. But, man, he lost his job. You can't go this far, right? You can't take a team this far and not be secure as that number one quarterback.
Well, yeah, and if you're going to sign Bridgewater, you got to sign him to a big deal. This is his contract year. So you either got to get rid of him or you got to sign him.
Because we thought the Vikings had three mediocre quarterbacks, right?
Yes.
Sam Bradford, he's okay, right? He's a starter, but he's okay.
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater, we didn't really see a whole lot of him, but he was pretty good. He was okay. Yeah. Case Keenum, he's okay. But now he took the job and he ran away with it. So Case Keenum and the Vikings going on the road to take on the Eagles. Now, Jeff, before we hit the break, I want to give you some stats. Do you have something to write with?
I have something to write with.
All right, I'm going to give you some numbers here. I want you to crunch the numbers for me.
I'm going to crunch them.
So I'm going to talk about two different quarterbacks. And I'm going to give you the stats, and you tell me which one you think is better.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm ready.
Okay, quarterback A.
A.
His completion percentage is 60%. You got that?
Yep.
Wrote that down? Okay. He threw for 3,687 yards.
Okay.
This season. This is the regular season, so 16 games, not the playoffs.
You got it.
The regular season. He threw for 21 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. You got all that?
Yes. How many touchdowns?
21.
21. Okay. Gotcha.
That's quarterback A. Now, here's quarterback B. I want to see if you like this guy better. Quarterback B completed 67% of his passes.
Okay.
He threw for 3,547 yards.
Ooh, very close.
22 touchdowns and 7 interceptions.
They're the same guy. Virtually the same dude.
It sounds like the same guy, right?
Yes, it does.
So quarterback A had more yards passing, but quarterback B had one more touchdown and completed a little bit more of his passes, right?
Yes.
But basically the same guy.
Yes.
Quarterback A is Blake Bortles.
I love Blake Bortles.
Quarterback B is Case Keenum.
I love him too.
But you know what I mean? Like, everyone's giving – I'm not a Blake Bortles fan, but everyone's giving him a hard time.
Everyone is.
His numbers are basically the same as Case Keenum's.
Yeah, Blake Bortles is getting a bad rap. I told you this when we were in Santa Barbara. He's getting a bad rap. I did.
You did that?
I did. Remember I said that because they run the heck out of the ball, and that's –
You know what? If you look at it, Minnesota and Jacksonville are kind of like looking in the mirror. They're kind of the same team. They both have great defenses. They both have a strong running game. And they've got two quarterbacks who aren't going to screw it up, right?
Yeah.
I guess they call them game managers. I hate that term, but they're just not going to screw it up. Can you give the ball to a guy like you can give the ball to like a guy like Tom Brady and say, go out there, win the game, right? Drew Brees.
Yeah.
There's a minute left. We need you to go out there and win it. That's why you're the big time quarterback.
Yes.
Are you going to give the ball to Case Keenum? Yeah, he had that lucky miracle throw. That's one in a lifetime. But Blake Bortles isn't a guy when you give him 60 seconds, it's going to drive down the field and say, hey, go win this game, Blake.
Blake Bortles is going to do magic, and he's going to beat the Patriots.
You think so? In Foxborough?
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to pick him because I'm one of the few people. I want a Jacksonville, Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, that sounds awful. I might actually go to your son's party, Jeff.
Yeah, that was my whole evil plan, I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you, Blake Bortles is going to hand the ball. He's going to throw 14 times in a game. He's probably going to throw maybe 2 touchdowns. Watch. 2 touchdowns from Blake Bortles.
That New England defense shut down.
Yeah, but they're in disarray. Their coach is going to leave. All their other offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, they're already on their way out. Well, yeah, they're in disarray.
This down? You guys call
they're in disarray.
You're picking Jacksonville in the Super Bowl.
They're in disarray. They're in a complete disarray.
New England's in
Their
disarray.
coaches are ready to just walk out. They're going to leave Belichick all by himself on an island.
If you're right,
then I am the soothsayer of all soothsayers.
If any predictor, Jeff Gorham would take the top award.
I'm going to the Vikings too.
NFL
I'm going the road teams on both games.
You're going Jacksonville and you're going Minnesota?
Yes. That's going to be your Super Bowl matchup.
I can see Minnesota. I just don't know how you beat Tom Brady at home. I just don't know.
No, if you're tough enough, you just go and punch him in the head. That's how you beat him.
You can't do that.
Yes, but I honestly
can't do that.
They are in disarray. They are in disarray.
All right, we come back. You ready to hoop it up?
I'm always ready to hoop it up.
We'll break down CBU's next game. Actually, it's away from home. A shock, right? It's not inside the CBU.
They're always home. They're always home.
It really seems like it. Cal Baptist playing a lot of games at home for the men's and women's basketball teams. We'll talk men's hoops. Rick Roy, are we good? We're good?
I think so.
We're good.
I think so.
Yeah, Rick Roy, the head coach of the Lancers, will join us. And then when we wrap things up, I'm going to tell you why we might see Aaron Rodgers in the Inland Empire next month. No, 2 months. 2 months.
I know what you're going to say. I don't know if I believe that.
Oh, and intern Cullen's here.
Intern Cullen.
Cullen, you got to get on camera. Not right now. Hold on. We got to
make you look better than you already look.
You might want to go to the bathroom and clean yourself up. But yes, intern Cullen is here. He needs to make his grand entrance when we come back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like a ham and cheese omelet and more wham fries.
I'm sorry. We stopped serving breakfast, but we are on the lunch menu now.
But I want breakfast.
Well, you can't have it. We're not serving it.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Jeff, what is going on today? So, listen, we love Natalie, right? She's our coffee girl, but
a lot of people calling us about some weird stuff.
Guess what? I just won tickets to something.
What'd you win?
Don't remember?
Yeah, I do.
We went to Star Wars opening night together. Do you remember this?
I do. We put in our info in the computer.
Yeah, we walked in. There's the little kiosks where there's computers and you put all your information in. Well, my buddy Orville from Regal or wherever, he said I'm one of 10 finalists. And he said I get to have tickets to any concert or any sporting event in California. And he's like, for example, he said he's a big Lakers fan. I'm not going to hold that against him. But he said, I'm a big Lakers fan. He's like, I would pick the Lakers. Okay. So he said I'm a finalist.
Okay, now, did...
I would pick the Kings.
I'm going to say this.
I'm going to Sacramento. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
I got something for you, though, Pep.
What?
I got the same phone call.
You what?
We're both in the top 10. Yeah!
Oh, if I get an envelope in the mail that says you have just qualified for $1 million, you know those Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes or whatever.
I got the same call.
What are the odds? We're both finalists. What are you gonna pick?
I don't know.
If I'm gonna go to Sacramento and see the Kings. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go.
So my guy Orville told me it could be a sports game, like an athletic event, or a concert. So what would you pick?
I would see Van Halen with David Lee Roth.
Orville will hook it up.
You know what, though? I wouldn't mind going to a horse races.
Oh, you love the horse race. You were telling me all about Santa Anita.
There's nothing better than the ponies. Anybody listening, I'm telling you, if I had my choice of an NBA game, a Major League Baseball, or an NFL game, I go to Santa Anita or Del Mar over any of those things.
Can we get Cullen on camera?
Oh, yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, come on. Cullen, fix your hair, though.
Go ahead, Jeff, because Cullen was at the dentist, and I'm not exactly sure what he had done. So why don't you kind of bring Cullen up to speed? Because a lot has happened in the last 2 hours here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE.
Okay, first Natalie called back, and she was very, very helpful. I'm buying several printers, and I'm buying her. It cost me $3,000 a day, but she's willing to come be my beck and call
To monitor the
she's gonna she's gonna monitor all of my printers and copiers.
I just lost my job.
For $3,000 though, I'm gonna pay a day. But she's not allowed to sleep. She has to drink lattes.
She likes
Frappuccinos. Frappuccino. She likes frappuccinos. So yeah, she's not ever gonna sleep. So that could be a downside. But she was interested in one young person named Cullen Holt.
She kept. We told her that Cullen's gonna be a big time sports anchor reporter someday, and he's doing CBU stuff, and she's like, oh. So we were trying to ask about copiers and printers, and we even brought up LeBron James, and she's like, is Cullen there yet?
She kept asking.
How's Cullen?
But she did say she was going to watch when you came in. So why don't you look over at that camera, give her a nice wink. Seriously, like this. Let me show you how to do it. You just got to do this.
Let me show you how to do it. Because if anybody knows winks, it's Jeff Gore.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Didn't Intern Angel have the trademark on the wink, though?
Oh, no, it doesn't. But this, not like this.
Not like this.
This is completely
Angel
different.
hasn't been on a date either. This is how you. I've been on several dates in my life. Here we go.
Wait, hold on. So if you're not watching it, if you're just listening to the radio, you're not watching us live and amplified on the channel right now. Jeff, that was kind of like somewhere between a wink and like the old 6-shooter move, like from a Western movie. Like,
I was just making love to the camera, like any good model would. Wait, one more time.
Zoolander.
Yeah.
Watch out.
So what did Zoolander call his look?
Blue steel. Yeah, and
there it is. So what do you call that one? What do you call that one?
The big Jeezy stare, baby. It's the big Jeezy stare down. But Mia Cullen, she was very interested in you, and I was. You know what? We've seen a picture. Well, an artist's rendition of her, as what we were told. She is very interested in you because you have a car. You go to college.
I can drive now.
You can drive.
Wait, did he see the picture yet?
No, have you seen a picture yet?
No.
Conan,
Take a look.
Have it?
What do you think? Yeah, she might be out of your league.
Oh yeah.
Way out of your league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, just looking in that camera just in case she does find you somewhat attractive. There's a chance.
You're saying there's a chance.
Jerry.
So you're saying.
Yeah, she was very interested in you, so she is watching. She's driving home. She might have pulled over. And she said, wow, he's really good looking.
Yeah, she is watching, in fact.
Is she on your feed?
Yeah, there's some people watching right now, so she's probably one of them.
Let me just say this. My schedule is open.
I've got a lot of flexibility in terms of my scheduling.
Well, just know that if anything does happen, it was because of the Inland Sports Show.
I'm gonna have to go back and review the tape, do a film session with Jeff's wink there from this show.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
You might want to steer clear of it and adopt your own wink.
Yeah, and then if you get really smooth, you got to look at her in the face like this. There was a little romance there.
Jeff literally grabbed Cullen's face with both his hands.
He did.
And they locked eyes.
Honest to goodness, it was like looking at my son. He's like a little kid.
He is like our son. We're very protective of him. We're trying to help him out,
I am happy for him.
Natalie seems like a very sweet and
sultry. She sounds sultry. She said LeBron James. LeBron James. So anybody can say that.
Will we cover the bill for the first date?
Oh, I'll pay for the first date. I'll pay for the first 5 dates, for God's sakes. It's not like they're going to go anywhere, really. Where's he going to? How many dates you been on? You're going to a movie and maybe McDonald's.
And Jeff will drive.
And I'll drive you guys.
I've heard the cafeteria at CBU has a.
No, you got to take her somewhere classy. You got to go somewhere very classy. I'd pay for like Sizzler.
Yeah.
Claim jumper.
But no. Don't go to Sizzler because that's all you can eat. You don't want to look like a pig on the first date.
No.
That would look really messy.
Go fondue.
That's a bad look.
I'll take you to a fondue restaurant. Fondue. Yeah, rock over there. That's good
fun.
One.
That's hip. It's trendy.
Yeah. You can dip your cheese and
chocolate.
You can put a little bread and some Swiss cheese with a little wine in it. You're not old enough to drink, but there's wine in that cheese, my friend.
She's not either.
No, I can't stand sushi, Greg. Greg just asked if I did sushi.
What do you? What you don't like sushi?
No, I like my sushi medium rare.
That's a joke.
Now, I
like how much Jeff paused on that one.
Well, I was just curious because I was thinking in my head, he doesn't like popcorn either, so he can't go to the movies.
No,
listen, just stay away from a buffet. You don't want to look like a pig, right? Stay away from spaghetti.
Oh yeah,
that's messy.
Your shirt.
But everything, a steak, right? You can't go really wrong with a steak.
And
if Jeff's paying for it, yeah.
I'll pay for it. And then you just got to make sure when you wear your jacket, you have the pocket square. Because I did notice the other day, Cullen had a pocket square.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, he's a really good dresser.
Straight out of Gap.
Yeah.
Straight out
of the Gap catalog.
Yeah, you look like a seaman though. Sometimes you look like you should be swabbing decks.
Well, he likes the nautical look.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah. The nautical look might work. A lot of people like anchors. A lot of cute girls like anchors.
I had a tie with anchors on it. I wore for one of the SBVC games we did.
That's right. He looked the part.
Very nautical.
So Cal Baptist is taking on, let's see, it's going to be Concordia. And it's one of the rare road games, I would say, for the Lancers, because they've played, of their 17 games that they've had at home at the new event center, of the 17 games this season, 13 of those have been at home in the new arena.
Yeah, that's just crazy, Coach Croy. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, if you're going to schedule games...
But when you got the best arena, people come to you, right?
You have the best arena in the world.
And they got the Pac-West Conference tournament.
And they also have Chick-fil-A on campus.
And then Cullen's going to be working the Pac-West Conference tournament, from what I understand, right?
That's the plan, yeah.
So if they're going to go on a date, it just can't be that weekend. I think it's like the first week in March?
1st through 3rd.
There you go.
I'm looking at the schedule right now. They play Concordia, and then APU, and then Concordia again. That's a tough conference stretch right there, especially Concordia and APU are both on the road.
Dude, why are you talking sports? We're talking about your dating life. I don't care about. Coach Croy is obviously very busy. He said he was going to call. He's probably in the middle of practice.
Probably in practice.
Yeah,
he's probably heard a conversation. He's like, I don't want to be part of that.
Just they play Concordia. Zeus and Concordia. Man.
They did beat Hawaii Pacific last night.
They did.
And they did beat APU the other night.
And they play APU. Apparently, they play Concordia, APU, and Concordia again.
Again, yeah. They're 14-3 overall, 7-2 in the Pac-West.
And then they play Notre Dame de Namur University. I don't ever want to say that again. Punch me if I ever say that. Notre Dame of Namur.
So Cullen, we don't know much about Natalie. We know she's a LeBron James fan. She doesn't. We asked her to pick the NFL playoff games, and she didn't know the Patriots. Didn't know any of the teams. Well, that's okay. But she's an NBA
She made
fan.
picks, though. She picked Minnesota and the Pats.
She likes NBA.
I dropped 23 in an adult rec league game once.
Oh! Selling point, right?
Was that your only rec league game?
Maybe.
But that's what I was saying. If he was in one game and you average 23 points a game, can you make like layups and stuff?
Stop it.
He can impress her. I'm a basketball player.
We even told her you had nice teeth and everything.
I got nice teeth now. I didn't a couple hours ago.
Was it numb? Completely numb? How you feeling?
Great. It's a little tingly.
How many cavities did you have today?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, you had more than one?
I don't know. I don't know. They just told me I needed to come back in Tuesday at 2 o'clock, so I did. They put me in the chair.
My teeth are hurting just thinking about that.
Was your mom upset because you didn't brush well?
She didn't brush well?
She wasn't upset. She didn't lecture you at all?
No.
Oh.
Did the dentist? You need to floss. You need to do
Did they try to sell you a water pick like they always do? Hey,
I don't say anything when I go into the dentist.
Oh,
I just stay quiet.
You're just rude?
Yeah, pretty much.
You're just rude?
That's just mean, man. And Natalie's not going to like that. She wants to know that you're a nice, cordial human being. You treat everyone the same.
Except dentists.
Are you an anti-dentite?
Oh, he's a raging. Hold on.
Are you an anti-dentite? What do you have against dentists?
They just...
Yeah, you just tell us. No. It's all out there now. Why?
They put their fingers in your mouth.
So what's the problem there?
Yeah, they try to talk to you.
So what? Well, you can't be friendly to them or what? You're definitely an anti-dentite.
We got a little something for
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Because, he does not like the dentist.
It got back to him that I made this little dentist joke, and he got all offended. Those people can be so touchy.
Those people. Listen to yourself.
What?
You think that dentists are so different from me and you? They came to this country just like everybody else in search of a dream.
Wally's from Jersey.
Yes, and now he's a full-fledged American.
Kramer, he's just a dentist.
Yeah, and you're an anti-dentite.
I am not an anti-dentite.
You're a rabid anti-dentite. Oh, it starts with a few jokes and some slurs. Hey,
Cullen.
Next thing you know, you're saying they should have their own schools.
They do have their own schools.
You're an anti-dentite.
Yes.
Cullen.
You didn't know that was even coming, did you?
No.
Hey, we got to take a break. When we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to tell you why Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers could be right here in the Inland Empire. Do you know this, Jeff?
Yeah, I know.
You kind of know this?
I know what's going on.
You know it a little bit. Also, some big Major League Baseball news going down today we're going to share. And then the big high school basketball game tonight, North against Pauley. Standing room only.
That?
They might actually close the gym. I'm going out there. It's so big. The athletic director said, let me know when you're coming because we're going to have to squeeze you in. Like, that's how many people they're expecting tonight.
Pep and Pep. Go sit right next to Pep.
I might at the scorer's table.
That would be really
right
funny.
There.
Seriously, you guys could do co-announcing. The voice of Riverside. Leon Cole Peppa. That'd be awesome. Pep and Pep.
Pep and Pep. That sounds like a Nickelodeon show. Remember Pete and Pete? Right? Pete and Pete, anybody?
I remember that, yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajalco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car, whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Cold Star Ice Studios, it's Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM, KUBE, Riverside.
What do you mean? You mean the way I talk? What? It's just, you're just funny. It's the way you tell the story and everything. Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
Tommy, no, you got it all wrong.
Oh, Anthony. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say?
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Right about now.
And welcome back to the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Oh, we're coming to a close, and what a show it has been.
It's been a different one.
Oh, the awards are just going to start piling up after today's wonderful show.
We could get a Marconi.
We might.
You know what a Marconi is?
Yeah.
You do?
For the big radio guys.
We are those big radio guys.
Well, if you ask Natalie, our copy girl, we are.
I think I'm in love. Don't tell my wife, but I think I might be in love.
Last week, I don't think she believed us that we were doing a radio show.
Now she's part of the show.
We told her straight up because there's laws in California that both parties need to know that they're being interviewed. Yeah,
there is?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, in California there is.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's why at one point I'm like, hey, Natalie, you're on the radio right now because I didn't want to come back and be like, oh, well, you guys didn't tell her.
I'm glad
she was
you
being
know.
Interviewed.
Hey, rule guy, I'm glad you knew that. I would have just put anyone on.
Yeah, they sent Jeff to jail over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, she called back. She said she would. In fact, I think she said she tried calling like Saturday and Monday. Very persistent. In fact, maybe we should bring her on the Inland Sports team and have her do sales. She's a bulldog.
She is. You know
what I mean? Like, she's a bulldog.
I'm going to buy several printers from her. I'm telling you.
You're out like thousands of dollars.
Yes, I'm telling you. And I have to pay $3,000 for her to stand next to my printers
and make sure
24 hours. Yeah.
Oh, man. So it's been a fun show. It's been a wacky show. And we got you ready for UCR basketball tomorrow night. What else?
Yeah,
we might have today of substance. I'm trying to remember. Did we do anything of substance?
No, not really. We really
didn't.
Talking
about being anti-dentite.
Nope.
From Seinfeld.
I just got a text from Coach Croy. He's going to be on tomorrow.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool.
But we have Gazal coming in tomorrow. We have Jim Alexander coming in tomorrow.
More awards, man.
Let
the awards pile up.
We might have Reggie Theus, who is the best-looking coach in America, in our studio.
Wait, hold on. Rick Croy's a pretty good-looking guy.
He's no Reggie Theus.
He's no Reggie Theus?
He is no Reggie Theus, my friend.
When we have Coach Croy on, we'll ask him. Who's better looking, you or Reggie?
Reggie damn Theus.
Rick Croy's kind of our age, right? He probably watched Reggie Theus's Saturday morning show.
I'm sure he did.
Can we ask him? We'll ask him about that.
Yeah.
What was it, Hang Time?
Hang Time with Mr. Cooper or something, wasn't it? Or Hang Time?
That was Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I think that was a different show.
Oh, it was a different show. But I will say this, though. If you didn't Coach Cook locked eyes with him when he was coaching against him at Northridge. That's why they won. He lost. It was like a vampire. You don't look in Reggie Theus' eyes.
He got him.
Those light green eyes. He's adorable.
He got me.
He is adorable. But he could be in studio tomorrow.
All right. Well, it would be wonderful to have Reggie Theus. We'll have Coach Croy tomorrow talking CBU basketball. But a couple of quick notes before we wrap things up here on this edition of the Inland Sports Show. So, Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers could be popping through the Inland Empire not too long from now.
February.
In February. So the NASCAR season starts, and of course, the big one, they call it the Super Bowl of NASCAR, the big Daytona 500, the Great American Race.
That's a big one.
That kicks off the season. It's February 18th. They got the Gatorade duels first. You go through the duels, you set the field, and then you've got the big race, the Daytona 500.
Okay.
Now, they used to go from Daytona across the country straight to Fontana.
Okay.
That's what they used to do. They used to have the opening race of the season, the Super Bowl, from Daytona straight to Fontana. That's how they used to do it. And the guy who won the Daytona 500, they got all the media love. They did all the late-night talk shows. But now they kind of broke it up a little bit. So now
they've changed it up?
They changed tradition.
Last
couple of years they've done this. So they actually have a couple races in between Daytona and Fontana now.
Oh.
So March 18th, mark your calendars, March 18th,
okay.
The Auto Club 400 at Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, Danica Patrick will be racing.
Oh.
She's almost done. She's not going to race much longer, it sounds like. But it just came out today that it's official. Danica Patrick and Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers are a thing.
He likes those famous girls.
Yeah, who was it Olivia Munn?
Yeah.
Does that sound right? Everyone's nodding yes.
Yeah, that was her, but Kono and I were like, nah. She looked like somebody's cousin.
So if you go to Fontana on March 18th, You might see Aaron Rodgers.
You might see
hanging out.
You might see Danica Patrick because you'll be racing.
Mr. Danica Patrick.
Has she ever won a race?
No.
Did she never has?
Cup Series? No.
Piston Cup, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. Lightning McQueen's won a bunch. But
He's won a bunch. That's what I'm telling you. Oh, we're not talking about the Piston Cup.
No, we're not.
Oh, what's the NASCAR Cup called now?
What is it called now?
Is it like the
Monster Energy Cup?
The GoDaddy Cup?
No,
or
I
whatever?
think it's like the Monster Energy Cup or something like that.
Yeah, or I prefer. Let's just call it the Piston Cup.
We could call it the Piston Cup on this show. We'll all know what we're talking about.
Everybody knows about the Piston Cup.
So Danica Patrick and Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers, they are a thing. It's official. Danica Patrick and NASCAR coming to town on March 18th. So keep an eye out. That's before all those mini camps start for the NFL season. So Aaron Rodgers going to have some free time. He might be here.
He could be.
He could be here.
Have you ever been to a race? It's really loud.
Yeah, it's really. Remember, did I tell you the story? I drove the car a couple times.
Oh, you did?
You did. Like celebrity races. I almost crashed.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Was that the Santa Barbara trip?
Yeah, that was one of our 6 hours of talking.
When I almost crashed a guy's car.
Yeah, you have to tell that one before the
rear wheel drive.
The big Piston Cup.
The big baseball news. This is for all you Dodger fans.
Whoa, this is a big one. That's shocked me a little bit.
The Giants were bad last year, like really, really bad.
Yeah.
They're trying to bulk up because they want to catch the Dodgers. The Dodgers are really good. They're still going to be really good. They got that young nucleus. They're going to be good for a long time. But the Giants are going all in for next year. They just made a trade for former MVP Andrew McCutchen of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
He's only 31 years old, and he was the pride, and he was beloved.
He was the Pirates poster boy.
Beloved.
He got them back to the playoffs. He was an MVP. He's a Gold Glove winner. Andrew McCutchen is a big-time stud, and the Giants made a trade for him. So now the Giants are at least trying to compete with the Dodgers. You look at the Padres, like, what are the Padres doing? Nothing.
Yeah, and you got
nothing. But the Giants are bulking up.
The Giants, they lost 98 games last year. I'm sure they're going to be a little better. And just think about it. They've been a dynasty. They've won 3 World Series in 10 years.
Yeah, they were at that.
That's a dynasty.
What was that? It was like 2000. Was it 8, 10, and 12 when they won those World Series titles, or 10, 12, and 14? So 10, 12, and 14. It was like every other year, the even years. 10, 12, 14. They were winning World Series in San Francisco.
So McCovey Cove will be a little better this year.
Should be
a little bit.
Should be. If you're a Dodger fan, I wouldn't be scared of the Giants quite yet.
No.
But they are. But they do have an eye on Los Angeles, and the Giants are making some deals. The Pirates losing to everybody. They're in rebuild mode as they lost ace Garrett Cole to the Astros. Garrett Cole, former UCLA pitcher, traded to the Astros. And as the Astros, again, if you're a Dodger fan, the Astros are bulking up.
Yes.
The teams in your own division, like the Giants, are bulking up. Everyone's got the bullseye, even though the Astros are the World Series champs. Everyone's got the bullseye still on the Dodgers because they're young. Hey, bring it on.
Dodgers don't have a right-handed pitcher right now. They do not in their rotation.
Could have been Trevor Oaks.
Yes.
Could have been
They
Trevor
do not.
Oaks.
They're all lefties.
Well, it's been a wonderful show. A big thanks to Justin Bell, the head coach of the UCR men's basketball team, Natalie, the copy girl. It's all been brought to you by our good friends at Spoiled. Quick, quality oil change. You'll be spoiled by great customer service and low prices. You're going to love it when you go to Spoiled. Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years plus in the Inland Empire, providing all your sporting gear needs and Letterman's jackets. We love you, Kens. Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. Baseball, football, golf, lacrosse, they do it all. And Coach Ray Bass will get you to that top level. Follow them on Instagram and Twitter. And Catalano Motors in Corona off Temescal Canyon Road. Make that car shopping experience easy and smooth. You can go to CatalanoCars.com for more information. But they're located right there off Temescal Canyon Road. So if you're driving by, pull over real quick, check out the cars. It's not going to be that weird experience. You know, it's like feels like vultures are all over you when you go on a car lot. You know what I'm talking about, Jeff?
I love that feeling. What are you talking about? It's a great feeling. I love people just bothering me. I love people bothering me. It makes me feel special.
Oh, my gosh. Well, if you don't want to feel like that, go to Catalano Motors. The big game tonight, and I'm heading out there right now. It's Riverside Poly taking on JW North. Jeff, I will bring you a full report.
I want to hear about Tobin Kund.
Tobin Kund, Lamont Butler and company taking on the guys from 3rd and Chicago. Big-time rivalry game and a big week for Riverside Poly. They got JW North tonight and then the Rancho Verde on Thursday.
That's a tough couple games.
This is a huge, critical week for the Riverside Poly basketball team. So when you look at the Inland Valley League, Jeff, Poly Rancho Verde, JW North. And Paulie's got both those teams this week.
Hey, if Paulie wins, we got to get Yancey on the phone. We got to keep his streak alive. He's called almost every week.
Has he really? He has almost every single week.
He's been on, I think, 4 times.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He holds the record.
He does hold the record.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock, right here. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
You can't take away my dignity because the greatest love of all inside of me. Yeah. Sexy chocolate.
That boy is good. Damn, that boy can sing.
You must be crazy.
He good.
Inland Empire Sportsman.